Wait. Hold on here. Is this the barbershop? Is this the barbershop?
Yes, it is.
It's the barbershop.
Yes.
Wait, I mean, we can't talk street in the barbershop. Then where can we talk street? We can't talk street nowhere else. You know, this ain't nothing but healthy conversation. That's all.
You gotta tell you, hold the park down.
Man, ain't nobody exempt in the barbershop. You know that. Ain't nobody exempt. You can talk about whoever and whatever, whenever you want to in the barbershop.
Why you gotta tell?
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, all this my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now. I'm losing it, the noose it fits. I'm losing shit, a stupid myth. You choose to live or choose to dip. You choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
Yeah. There's no mercy in this world, just hunger-thirsty persons in different versions. Each new update, that shit worsens. Why? Pull back the curtain and you'll see the different vermin. We all have different burdens that all seem to cause disturbance. Yo, so do me a favor, don't treat me like a neighbor. Don't need the different flavors of your problems just to savor. I've got my own issues, I need a comb to get through. Don't need to groan with you, just go get your own tissue.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what America wants. Nice and calm. Y'all look here, bitch. I was born at night, but not last night. Can I get an AMAN?
That nationwide is on your side. That's what it said. It just said nationwide. Look, y'all don't know that commercial. It's on your side. It said nationwide. It's on your side. That thing got in my spirit, rock, my boy. It said nationwide. On your side. And then I changed it. You know what I said? Jesus Christ. He's on my side.
Yes, it is. Jesus Christ is on your side.
Oh, yes, he is. Yeah.
Yes. Jesus Christ is on your side. Yeah.
You see?
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for another episode, being here for another episode of Black Men Unfiltered, the Barbershop Talk. Tonight, we will be talking about 40 with kids, single, you're cooked. Lost in translation, man. Thank you for being here so nice tonight, man. The velvet voice of YouTube himself is in the building. Can you go ahead and give the people a high five and let them know we live?
Come on inside and get yourself something cool to drink.
Yes, indeed. We are back. Welcome back to another edition of the Barbershop on the Black Men Unfiltered Network.
Hey.
What's going on, brother?
Man, you know what? Everything is good, man. I had a long week, but a productive week. Okay. Yeah, dealing with a whole lot of stuff, man. Being in corporate America, we had a situation at work where somebody threatened the facilities, and we all had to leave, and it was bad. You know, I had a long week, but a productive week. How about yourself?
Man, I had to take a break, man. You know what I'm saying? I had to recalibrate. Sometimes, man, when you let that ickiness of social media get on you, you don't want to spit that stuff back out. You know what I'm saying?
Pause.
I had to.
Oh, you gotta give him that hawk too and spit on that thing.
I had to get rid of some of that nastiness. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want it to get on me because I don't want to push it back out there. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we got to be filters, man, for our folks, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes that nastiness from being around people who just and get on your nerves. But we're gonna talk about it today, though.
Oh yes. Listen, guys, if you're watching,
therapy, you know what I'm saying?
Champ Talk said mega pause.
Mega pause.
Yes, sir. So we thank y'all, man. I'm gonna put the link in the chat for you guys to join us tonight. I had a young lady. Ooh, Lord have mercy. Listen, this is one person I don't like sometimes, but I do like half the time. That damn Kitty Rose.
Mm.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, man. Kitty hit or miss sometimes, man.
Yeah, she hit or miss, but Lord have mercy.
It just
Get out of
depends
my
on
mind, devil. Get out your flesh. You hear that squeaking?
That ain't me.
I'm saying, did you hear it though?
Oh, I heard it. I think you might have got a seal on your earphones.
Yeah, that is right there. There's two. Can you hear me now? Can you still hear me?
I see you when you got you some new headphones, bro.
Yeah, man. You know, I had to go and get me some. I had to because I got tired.
Like they was on their last leg, bro.
Let me tell you something. Before we get started, I want to talk to you about Woman Evolve. Have you heard anything about it?
What's going on with that?
TD Jake's daughter has a conference every year with 20. Yeah, this year they broke a record: 36,000 women in one place. Saying they worshiping God and their single life and their singleness and God. Let me show you.
You know what? I'm gonna have my own women's conference, and it's gonna be called Purpose. You know what I'm saying? Because it seems like a lot of people forget their purpose, man. They want to get out here and be like, I'm just going to live my life and it's going to be totally single and I'm going to be fancy free. No, you need to be preparing. You know what I'm saying? Preparing for your family, you know, getting your mind right, getting your talk right, getting your language right, getting your walk right. You know what I'm saying? How you going to sit up here and you going to bring up a family, but you ain't practicing what you preach? How you going to be about your father's business if you ain't even cracked open your father's business to see what's going on?
Absolutely. And what I want to do now is I want to make sure I put this link out here for you guys to join. Give me just a second. It'll be up in.
See, look at you. You didn't cut yourself out. Come on back, man. But like I was saying, man, how you going to sit up here and talk your business and not be about your father's business, you know? Even in the beginning, he says you're supposed to be what? Fruitful and multiply, you know? And you're supposed to worship and do the things you're supposed to be doing and not be in this world. I'm telling you, it's easy to be of the world. You know, the world tell you to have all kind of fun, get out here and run in these streets, you know, ruin your good family name. How you gonna be doing that if you ain't even practicing what you're supposed to be doing? That don't make sense.
I see Anissa in the chat. Anissa says she's all the way in Seattle, man. What's going on, Anissa? Boy, Anissa, you know what? I would love to have you up here tonight. Ooh. Now, I know you probably under house arrest or something. Can't move. Bartholomew got you hemmed up. Right. But if he does not, you know, you come holler at your boy because this will be a lovely thing. I would love to have my sister from another Mr. Jenny in here too because this is going to be a good conversation for Jenny. I think I sent her the link. I hope she's probably with the baby right now though, so she'll probably see it in a second.
Right.
But I'm putting the link in the chat right now for those who want to join. Let's see. Oh yeah, there we go. Nationwide.
See, look at you.
Is on.
Yeah, man, the little conference. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but Women Evolve. I'm about to show you that link right now. Then I'm gonna bring up one of our guests for tonight.
What they involving to?
Man, yeah, that's my question.
Hey, if it ain't what God tell you to do, I don't want to have no part of that.
Oh yeah. So I'm gonna let you see the first parts of this, and then we're gonna bring up our guests in the back here. Let's see. Share my screen here, and I'm gonna let you see this because this is rough. TD Jake's daughter has to be stopped. Okay, she ruining lives. Jesus Christ. But let me let you hear the first part of this, and then we're gonna stop it. Here we go.
I know where you can find 15,000 weak, silly women.
Strongholds are for strong women. That's why the hold gotta be strong.
We don't have to keep repeating how unqualified and how thoroughly heretical Sarah Jakes is. We don't have to.
Are for strongholds.
Here we go.
Are for strong women. That's why the hold gotta be strong. Cause the woman is strong. But you know what's stronger than the hold? Who the Son is set free.
Okay, a couple things. Strongholds are for the strong women. Let's go to the Bible to look at this for a second. This passage here in 2 Corinthians 10. Let's start in verse 3. For we walk in the flesh. For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war according to the flesh. For the weapons of our warfare are not of the flesh, or some versions not carnal, but divinely powerful for the destruction of fortresses. Now, the reason why I pulled this up is because this other word, you might see it in the King James Version, New King James Version, this word strongholds, this is where this is. So they are divinely powerful for the destruction of stronghold, or the pulling down of strongholds. He says we are destroying speculations and every lofty thing that's raised up against the knowledge of God, and we are taking every thought captive to the obedience of Christ. So here's the question. Are strongholds for strong women? Is that what that's for? Are strongholds for strong people? There are people that might be caught up in the stronghold, but at that moment you would not call yourself strong. As a matter of fact, what do the strong people do? They pull down strongholds. But she says strongholds. I'm not sure the point she's trying to make. I think she's just trying to be clever. I think she's just looking for an opportunity just to get people to shout, even though what they're shouting about doesn't make any sense.
It's free indeed. Power of God fall in this place. We need something stronger than what's holding us.
I would submit to offer you something that's stronger than what's holding you. If you're looking for something stronger, how about the word? Just my suggestion. How about the word?
I need something stronger than alcohol. I need something stronger than addiction.
Again, the word. You want something stronger than alcohol, something stronger than addiction? Again, my suggestion is the word.
I need something stronger than anxiety. I need something stronger than drugs. I need something stronger than what's got me on hold.
Now, Lord have mercy. I'm gonna go ahead and bring our guest up, because before we do though, I think TD Jakes put his daughter in charge of everything, because he got caught up. You know, he's a power bottom, so he got caught up being a power bottom.
Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up?
Yeah. And when he got power bottom, when he became a power bottom, TD Jakes passed everything over to his daughter and her husband. I'm sorry. Well, I had it right the first time.
Yeah.
Because ain't no man, the Bible says that the first pastor of any wife is her what?
Husband.
Because the authority that God has given, he has given it to who?
The husband.
So if your wife is your pastor, that automatically puts her in leadership over you, which is unbiblical. Correct?
Right.
Okay. I just want to make sure. So TD Jake's daughter, and she's sitting up there doing all this, and she's the lead pastor, and she got her wife down there, sitting down there, to my, you preach, honey.
You know what the killing part about it is, it don't take a lot to debunk half of these theatrics that they say.
Uh-huh.
Because the Bible itself says, my yoke is easy, my burdens are light. You see what I'm saying? The battle is not yours, it's mine. Vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. You see what I'm saying? So it don't take much.
Yeah, and keep in mind, her husband, and then bring up the guest, her husband is the same man that says being submissive ain't sexy no more. Hey, and that listen.
I knew I felt it in my shana tonight.
Tonight we have somebody who's on the other end of this spectrum, that believes that women are dynamic, they're wonderful, they're beautiful, they're exciting, they're innovative. Black women are, but they are amazing. They are flawless. They are beautiful. They are amazing in every aspect of life. And then on the side that we're at, we know statistically, because we look at the numbers, laws. Don't we look at the numbers? There's some intelligent black men over here. We look at the numbers, and the numbers say the most least. I want to make sure I break it down parenthetically here. The least involved, or the least dated, or the least physically are who?
Yeah.
So in the dating market, statistically, and we're gonna pull up these numbers because I don't want nobody to think that I'm lying to them. We're gonna pull these numbers up tonight.
Yeah.
But it does say that who's first? The Caucasian woman, the Mexican woman, the Asian woman.
Well, actually, the Asian woman first.
Oh, you're right. Asian is first.
Asian woman's first.
But who's the least desired?
And we at the bottom.
We at the bottom.
Yeah, we at the bottom.
And that's statistically speaking. Every dating site, every man you ask on the street. And I'm going to do that one day. I'm just going to go around with a microphone, and I'm going to go up to random men and say, who would you rather date? And then, because the representation of our women have already been put on the display. And what do the white women say? Oh my God, when they get on the elevator, oh my God, they have an attitude. If I say something, going to beat my ass. These women are rough, they're masculine. And what's going to happen is, you see in New York, they put their statue in New York. Right. What representation did they put in New York for that, for the black woman?
Big old burly,
masculine, fat black woman. And they put it right in the middle of New York City and said, this is black women. But I don't see no black women crying and hollering about that, though. I don't hear them saying, take it down. That's not a representation of us. But you let the white folks put a big ass statue of you up in New York, 300 pounds, with your hand on your hip.
And not only that, they were taking pictures next to it.
We're taking pictures with TT Jane, baby. Let me go ahead and bring up everybody. R-Pain is in the building tonight. What's going on, R-Pain?
In the building.
What's going on? How you doing?
Man?
Good. Last but not least, man, we got phenomenal, the phenomenal woman in the building tonight who's going to be a doorway to the women tonight. Lord have mercy. Welcome to the show tonight, phenomenal Sharish. How are you tonight?
Why you just can't say my name, Dwayne?
I want you. You got phenomenal. Hey, what you want me to call you? What you be phenom? Nummy? What you be call you?
It's phenomenal Sharice.
Phenomenal Sharice. Okay.
All it is.
Y'all heard it.
Why are you making it difficult?
I'm gonna call you PC.
Okay.
Hey, there we go. How are you tonight? Are you okay? You doing all right?
I'm doing very well, per usual.
Good to see you. We're here tonight to have a conversation about 40 with kids, single. You're cooked. I believe, R-Pain, your representation of the boomers. R-Pain.
Well, I want to go back before you even start on it.
Okay.
What you was talking about with he who is. Now, why you bring up the woman in New York? I didn't even know about that. But you talk about going around to different men.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Are you just talking about different black men or different men?
Black men.
Why just black men?
Well, because I don't want you guys to suffer the disappointment to hear a white man say he don't want you either.
Well, white men love us.
Hold on. Listen, I'm not gonna be biased. I'm gonna go to my homies over here. I'm not gonna be biased. I want them to say it.
Men, but that's the thing.
Go ahead.
And it's not just coming from you, Dwayne. I've heard so many black men say, us black women put our sisters down and put the white men on a pedestal, but the white men will treat us better.
Y'all go ahead. No, they're not.
I mean, no. Like if you go to Europe, and I hate to bring in another country, but if you go to Europe, they love us. My sister is married to a South African man right now who is biracial. And when I say he is solely devoted, my other sister is married to a Nigerian man. Now, okay, hold on. He do lead with the head. He is very headstrong with lead. But when I say he loves her and he's devoted to her, like these men in the other countries are devoted to their black queen.
You can stop it.
You don't put him up. He is the biggest bigamist there is. Anyway, South America, Asia, over there in Scotland, they love us and they're fascinated when they see us.
See who?
Black women. And
Okay.
then you talk about that we are the most disrespected. But what do the white women do?
No, I didn't say disrespected. I didn't say disrespected. I said you're the least desired. Nobody desires you.
Isn't that kind of in the same realm though?
It's
Dwayne?
not. No. See, what happens is if you go ask these men, white men are picking white women or Asian women or Hispanic women first. If you go look at it statistically right now, just type in Google.
Where are you getting these statistics from?
Oh,
like,
hey, Lost in Translation. Could you pull the information up for me, Lost in Translation?
I got you. Give me.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Go ahead and continue.
So who's doing the research? Who's pulling the numbers? And then what population are they getting? Are they getting the age group from 18 to 30? Are we doing 40 to 50?
Okay.
Are we doing 55 to 75? Like what age group? What is the dynamics?
Almost 53%.
What part of the country are we?
Almost 53% of people right now are on dating apps.
Or are we speaking worldwide?
The data from the data from the dating apps
is that
worldwide?
That's worldwide.
The data on the dating apps, when the men are picking the type of woman they want to be matched with, they're not checking black women.
And which is this
globally
all dating apps or is this a particular dating app?
All of them.
Okay, pull that up, He Who Is, so we can see all the dating apps.
Yeah, you're the least desired. And you're the least desired. You have the most STDs. You're the biggest. They said
I thought Trailer Park had the most STDs.
Bullshit.
That's coming from a medical background.
No, well, I talked to your sister Megan, and your sister Megan told me, "Oh, there it is." Thank you, Lawson. Why explain this to a loss? I'm finna be right back. Go grab my stuff real quick. I'm gonna get rid of the
black
water.
marital status.
No, go ahead. I'll be right back.
And it says black marriage in America. I thought we were speaking worldwide.
No. How many people have access to the worldwide? Just to be honest, we're going to talk about.
I mean,
homegrown.
There are a lot of sites that have access to worldwide.
Here's the thing.
If you go into research data,
Well, if you let me finish.
Okay.
my question to you is, if this secret sauce was so good, how come it don't work at home? You know what I'm saying?
Did you hear what I said?
Why we have to export what we have that's so good and delicious, how come it doesn't work here at home?
That's what I want to know. Why do the black men
look at the
here?
numbers and see the reason why? And if you look at the pure numbers without context, it doesn't make sense. But once you start looking at it against other numbers, then you'll see exactly what's going on.
Well, for me, and why I was saying worldwide, because I solely believe or black men in Black America, y'all have gone through so much. And who do y'all take that out on?
What does that have to do with marriage?
Because aren't we talking about black men with black women?
Yes.
And we're talking about Black America, right?
Yes, but what does that have
Okay,
to do
so
with
what
people
does it
going
have to
through
do with marriage?
whatever it is?
If you, the black men, are dealing with so much in the world that the world is beating you up, who do you come home to beat up on? Because the world has beat you up. So wait, hold on. He
According
who
to the
is.
numbers,
We're
according to the
talking about the
listen,
numbers, but I asked you to show me the numbers worldwide. You
here's the
showed
thing.
me Black
According
America.
to the
I
number,
already knew
I can pull up the
about
numbers
Black
worldwide.
America.
That's not a
I
problem.
wanted to show you worldwide the difference in what, yes, other men in other countries love us.
Really? Can you prove it?
They don't love
Can
no
you
black
prove it? Matter of fact,
American.
I'm gonna let you find whatever statue you
I mean,
got.
what do you? I mean,
Hey,
and I understand
let me
proof. I understand
since
proof.
my numbers,
What
my
kind of
numbers
proof
who have
do
been
you need?
calculated and curated by somebody
proof?
else doesn't work,
What
then
research
I want you to show
demographic
me
do
where
you
your
need to
numbers work.
see for me
Hold
to
on.
prove it?
No. I want you to show me where your numbers work and where you get your information from, because I just pulled mine and it's just like
Right,
you
but
don't
I
want to
asked you
watch.
to show worldwide. You said America. You said
No.
we were
'Cause the
speaking on
reason why I say
worldwide.
America,
And then
listen, the
you
reason why I
specifically
say
showed me something in
America,
America. So I
ma'am,
wanted to see worldwide because my argument was that people in other countries
they're
love
not
us.
coming
Europe,
here.
Scotland,
They're,
Asia.
they're not coming here.
They what do you mean they're not coming
They're
here?
not
We
coming
are
here for. They're not coming here for our women.
oh, sweetheart, they are.
You might have one or two little
Or even when we
crumbs
go
that
over
come
there
pick up
and
folks,
visit.
but on a mass, they're not coming here to pick us,
Hold
pick
on.
up pick up sisters. They're not. Let's just be honest.
Oh,
They might have a little fetish or whatever, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, but they're not picking up in droves. They're not. Because the numbers right here says that they're not.
man.
Now the brothers are getting married. And for the most part, they're married to sisters. But for the numbers' sake, the sisters are not getting wifed up. They're not. And the killing part about it is the reason why is that you guys overestimate your current value because you don't see.
According to Google, there is no worldwide statistic.
You don't see. Listen, the reason why black women behave the way that they behave is because they don't see themselves against the other competition. They don't see other women being righteous women. They don't see other women being good to their men. The thing about it is most of our black women are used to downing men, dogging men out, not really giving a damn about them. And
So
even if
how
they
do I show you guys my
even if
screen?
they do, they find the most bottom of the barrel dude to create families and babies with.
There you go.
And they turn around and preach.
How do I show
how
y'all my
bad
screen?
men are?
It better be a credible source.
Right.
Well, it's on Google the same way he found his image. It's on Google because it's pulling up right there. So how do I
You can go ahead and share
show
your
you
screen.
my screen?
Go ahead and share your screen.
I don't know how to do it. Doing how to do it.
So let a man teach you how to do it. Go down to the bottom.
Okay.
And hit present or invite. You see that?
Present. Okay.
And it's gonna say share screen. Let a man show you how to do it. Because we lead. This is what men do. We lead. We teach.
So
this is why the Bible says women are not allowed to teach or usurp authority over a man simply
so,
because you don't
like
know.
You pulled this image up here. This is black marriages, right? From black demographics.
Why you go to
so before I went here, it showed me this. The worldwide. There are none available. So therefore, there's only statistics for the US. So we
hold on, stop. Why? I don't know what was said while I was gone. Why are we talking about people that are not in the United States?
That's what I'm talking about.
In the United States, in the United States, black women are the least desired. They have the most STDs. Hold on, let me finish. Let me go on my diatribe here. They're the least desired. They have the most STDs. They're the most. Hold on, let me stop. Let me listen. They're the least desired. They have the most STDs. They're the most. They're the fattest. The obesity rate. They've taken men's spot, number one spot for domestic violence. Now women are the most violent. They're beating their children's ass. And the lesbian relationships have taken over relationship violence, more domestic violence. So now y'all couldn't be with a black man, so you went got with a woman. Now you beating her ass. Men are not the problem here. Black women have become disgusting.
You can't even say that that's just black women because white women do that.
No, yeah, I'm a small percentage. Black women have become disgusting.
you feel
I don't
like?
listen. Hold on. I don't see a majority of white women when I'm scrolling down Instagram with their ass out and their titties out, or twerking in front of their sons, or
Well, I thought we were talking
or
about the
bouncing on their
lesbian
son.
thing.
I don't see that.
I thought we were on the LBG.
Oh, you support them too?
Hold on.
I mean, I don't have nothing against them.
DMU, give me a second. Hold on a second. Phenomenal share. Let me explain to you the ground rules on how we get down over here. Okay. When people are speaking, only one person speaks at a time. And then we'll pass the mic. We'll give you an opportunity to say what you have to say.
Why? Because y'all don't let me finish.
We won't let you finish. We won't let you
We
finish.
won't let you finish. That's why I'm trying to tell you what the ground rules are now. So that way you'll understand exactly how we get down. Because what happens is we'll get people on panels and they'll overtalk people. They'll move the goalposts and we'll never get understanding. We try to use wisdom over here. And not only that, we also want to give everybody an opportunity to speak instead of railroading our points without making our points. Because we got other people we need to invite to the table, like Mr. Coach Ferg and Trey and R. Payne. And I'm pretty sure we want to get their input on as well. So being a good host and a good co-host, make sure that we have an opportunity to let everybody get in, because we only got 2 hours to get this done. And I want to make sure that everybody gets their say-so in and everybody has their part. Does that make sense? Yes, shake your head. Okay, that's good. Go ahead and finish what you were saying, Dwayne.
I was about to just say this. When you go down these list of things, this is what we do. This is what we do. We neglect where we are now, especially our women. When you go online, the most disrespectful thing you see is a musical artist. Let me tell you something. Taylor Swift, I've never seen her titties. I ain't never seen her ass. And she make more than Nicki Minaj. She make more than Cardi B and Beyonce combined. That's just a prime example right there. I've never seen her on stage bending over, twerking, throwing that ass, showing her moose knuckle. I've never seen her do it. I don't see the white artist. I don't see Carrie Underwood at a concert with 20,000 people throwing that ass in a circle. And they make more money than the black artists. They do. Beyonce's last tour made $500 million. Okay? Taylor Swift made almost $2 billion. And she did not show one thigh, one ass, one titty, no nothing. This is what I'm saying. Our women lowered themselves to the bottom of the barrel. And when you see a good looking woman, she got to have her ass out. She got to have her titties out. She got to be, or she either big and got a halter top on, no bra. And Monique tried to tell y'all won't listen to Auntie Monique. Monique said, I can't even go to the airport. When I go to the airport, goddamn, we can't look sophisticated. We got on fucking do-rags and bonnets and pajamas, and the white girls walk around with their little fitted clothes on. And that's all I'm saying. You can respond, and then I'll let everybody else jump in there.
Are you seeing the screen?
Yeah, go.
So it's not showing?
I ain't pulling up nothing. What you talking about?
I pulled it up. Oh, there it is. So,
and okay.
What is that?
Hold on.
What is that?
I'm glad. No. I'm glad you said that, because I'm surgical with this bitch.
That?
I'm surgical with this bitch. Now watch this. I'm gonna pull up that.
No,
and
why are you cursing?
I'm gonna pull that up, and I'm gonna pull up Cardi B's last concert compared to what you just pulled up.
Nope, because she's not in the money. No, you said high grossing. You said high grossing.
What?
She ain't up in there. You got to stick to
Megan Thee Stallion.
We putting a dollar amount on
Megan Thee Stallion.
Megan Thee Stallion ain't doing numbers like.
Wait a minute, we putting a dollar amount on Be Generous. You know what I'm saying?
A dollar amount on.
No, what I'm saying is,
BMU. If that's the case, we're gonna talk about 20 in the front and 40 in the back. You know what I'm saying? For the folks in the front and the back.
Taylor Swift makes money, but I don't want you. And I ain't a part of the Beehive, but Beyonce stuff is no different than what this girl I showed you she had on.
But why is she making more money than Beyonce?
Well,
okay.
Beyonce tickets was high when she came.
So is hers. And when her tickets went on sale, she broke the internet. I ain't trying to hear that.
I thought Beyonce did the same
when
thing.
Taylor
she sold out in one day.
But guess what? At Taylor Swift concerts, this is why she makes more money. At Taylor Swift concert, the great grandmama, because the white people, they got all they folks. the great grandmama, the grandmama, the mama, the daughter, the daughter's children, the other children, the neighbor's children. It's a family show. So they all go together as one big family. At Beyonce concert, we just had this conversation. Matter of fact, India Ari, one of the best R&B singers, I believe, of all time, she just said, I went to Essence Festival and all I saw was coochie and titties in black women. She said black women look disgusting, and children are sitting on the front row watching black women twerk their asses. The white girls are not doing it. They're not. Black women are degenerate. They're the bottom of the barrel. They spend $2 billion a year on weave and $100 million a year on education. And they're the most single moms. They're the most educated, but their 13-year-old son reading on a 4th grade level. We're suffering. I don't know no other way to put it. This is what I'm talking about. But when we say that, they the least desired, what man want? The average black woman right now is single. 85% of black women are single mothers. The majority of women have I think majority of single moms have an average of 3 children. What man you know that's 6 feet tall, got a degree, working a great job, making 6 figures a year is gonna walk up to you and say, "Hey, baby girl, what's going on, sweetheart? Hey, listen, you know what I was thinking? My dream is to raise your kids. I know you got 3 kids, about 3 baby daddies, but I would love to have you as my woman. You're gonna be my wife. I'm gonna take care of you and your kids. And then I'm also gonna deal with your soul ties that you got with the other men, because I know they all of them skeeted up in you. So I got to deal with your emotions attached to them niggas that you let skeet up in you too. That's my dream, to take care of you, my boo." Tell me what man finna do that?
Why did you have to be so stereotypical like that?
Because it's true.
But then you say he was a degree 6-foot man.
Yeah, the man that y'all look for.
But he don't sound like he speak Ebonics. He sounds educated. He speaks properly.
And he right. And my question to
you, why couldn't you use that same illustration talking in your normal voice? Because aren't you educated and degree? Aren't you 6'1"? Besides the fact that you were married. If you weren't married. So you mean to tell me if she was, because yesterday you was like, if she was fine, you was gonna hit it because you like to stick and move. So today you switching your tone, saying something.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
I'm trying to understand.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm transparent as a motherfucker. What I said was, if she fine, if she a baby mama and she fine, let me give you fine. If she Angela Bassett is 61 years old, making y'all 40-year-olds look like turds. Angela Bassett fine. Lynn Whitfield. Jesus Christ, I would make sure her ankles got right by her ears.
What are you talking about?
You need to get your eyes checked, bro. You need to get your eyes checked quickly.
I seen Halle Berry.
Both of those women you just named are way past their prime, and they are not attractive. What you are saying
Angela Bassett not attractive. Angela Bassett not attractive.
I think Angela Bassett looks real good.
I seen Angela Bassett walk.
No, she's not.
I didn't see nothing but that ass.
No, she's not.
The comparison that I'm making is Angela Bassett compared to. Okay, take this, Trey. Walk with me here. Walk with me down the street. Let's check the mail together. Angela Bassett compared to Cardi B. If God said to you, Trey, pick one.
Taking a long time on that.
I'm taking Cardi.
Get your ass out here. Listen, Trey, you are not gonna pick Cardi B when you know that ass ain't got no airbag.
Why would I want? Listen. Let me tell you the problem that y'all have. A lot of y'all black men have. Y'all keep thinking y'all gonna save these women. They're cooked. It's done. It's over.
Trey.
You can read every Bible scripture you want to. They don't care.
That's the name of the show.
You guys haven't figured that out yet? They don't give a crap about the Bible. They don't care about the Bible. They don't care about God. They don't care about family.
There you go.
These women out, and for me, I love it because I'm single, and all I got to do is just have the money. All I need is the money. I can get whatever I want out of a black woman because they're all for sale. They've told us we are for sale. What's the saying? If you got the coochie for the money, I got the money for the coochie.
Yeah.
That's how they roll now.
Not everyone. You
Oh,
can't
shit.
put that on.
Here we go.
Everybody
I'll
got
be
a price.
back. Hold on.
Because no, let me say.
You got-
Okay,
hey, you got
so
a price too.
that's just like me saying all black men are wife beaters. All of y'all are domestic.
Well,
violence.
Color Purple said we all wife beaters.
When it comes
Color Purple, yes. Color Purple, when the Color Purple came out, R-Pain, you was around when Color Purple dropped. Didn't Color Purple put a stain on black men that all black men were very angry and abusive toward their women? Yes or no, R-Pain? You was there.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Everybody
Thank you.
knows Mister, right?
Mister, come on.
Yeah.
So black men already got that vision on them. They violent,
So do we
they
want
beat
to
their women, they
live
beat
like
their
the
children.
stereotype, or do
What?
we want to change the narrative?
Change what narrative? Black women are never gonna change the narrative. You guys are too far gone.
Y'all are a walking stereotype. Black women are a walking stereotype. The fake hair, the lashes, the makeup, the waist trainers, the fake nails, the lipo, the BBLs. What are you talking about? Y'all are a walking stereotype. Your average weight of a black woman is 187 pounds. Y'all are fatter now than you've ever been in any time in recorded history. What are you talking about? Y'all are literally the stereotype.
But when the white woman has the breast augmentation, the tummy tuck, and the BBL, why is that not discussed? Because they were doing it way before us. Who made
She's
it
a
popular?
whore.
Hold on. Who made it popular? The
She's a
Kardashians.
whore.
Who was doing it before us? The ladies at Treasures.
She
If y'all
whore.
don't know
She's
what
a
that
whore.
is, centerfolds.
Okay, hold on. Now we're gonna talk about the rich women. Hold on, Trey. Watch this.
Okay.
Tomorrow morning.
Hold on. Let me educate it. Let me educate it.
Hold on, Trey. Hold on. Real quick. I'm gonna add this and then you can go. I'm gonna add this and then you can go. Tomorrow morning.
First of all, it's called a BBL.
Yeah.
As in.
That's
Go,
what I said.
Real quick, Trey. Real quick. Tomorrow morning, I'm gonna go take my sons because tomorrow's the daddy son day. We're going out. We're gonna chill. We're gonna go to the movies. Eat breakfast. We're gonna spend the whole day together tomorrow.
Well, that's wonderful.
But tomorrow, I'm going to go to the restaurant that I know that's in the middle of a all white neighborhood. And I'm going to take my phone out and I'm going to start recording what I see. And I'm going to pass through South Dallas first. That's where all the niggas at. I'm going to go over there first and take a video. And then I'm going to go over there where the restaurant at where all the white people and take a video. What you're going to see over there at 7 o'clock in the morning when I take my boys for breakfast, you know what you're going to see? You're going to see
Elderly
white women in spandex running, jogging, doing push-ups, jumping jacks, walking at fast speeds, and working out. The black women will be in the line at McDonald's getting a McGriddle with extra bacon and sausage tomorrow. And that's a fact. That is a fact. Those white women be in them neighborhoods, they be, oh my God, I gotta look good for being.
But black man, do you know why that is though?
Do
you know why that is? Because white men have a standard. White men have a standard. You can't get 300 pounds with a white man because he gonna go cheat on you. You do all that. You gain all that weight with a white man, especially a successful white man.
Yeah,
and he will be fucking his secretary in no time. I promise you.
But I mean, they do that.
Let me explain something to you about this whole BBL thing because we try to make it seem like this BBL thing is something new. BBLs have been around for almost 40 years. It started in Brazil. It's called a Brazilian butt lift. That's what BBL stands for. So we have this whole idea. It stands for Brazilian butt lift. This is not exclusive to American women. Y'all late as usual. The black community is late on everything. Y'all are late to this trend.
And guess what? I saw a woman the other day. It looked like she went to the doctor and said, "Can I have a double wide trailer, please?" There is no reason for her ass to be that fucking big. And when you look at it, you don't say, "Damn, she fine." You look at her and be like, "That's disgusting." And also, I read, because we got to research this shit. Trey, did you know when they go get BBLs that the chemicals that they use and all the injections they use is a flesh-eating chemical that rots out the cells around the ass that keeps the ass right? Did you know that? Did you know that it give a smell off?
I did in fact know that. Yes.
Jesus Christ.
So black women walking around with big asses smelling like skunk thighs.
I have a question. Dwayne.
Ask your question.
So all of this hate towards black women.
Ain't no hate. It's truth.
No, it's hate.
It's truth.
No, it's hate.
So black
It's
women,
not hate.
hold on. So
It's not
hold on.
hate.
So you right now, if I pull up the research right now that shows that black women are the most abusive, black women are the most overweight, black women have the most STIs, is that hate or is that me telling the truth?
I mean, well, those are statistical facts. So you're pulling up facts.
So that means if I date a black woman, hold on. So if I date you, if I date you, I got to worry about herpes. I got to worry about herpes, getting my ass beat, and eating too much food.
To prove your hate.
It's not hate. It's truth.
But you're using numbers to prove your hate.
That's crazy.
That's crazy, bro.
I mean,
you gaslight really well.
It's like when I tell
you
it's like you can
really
accept
well.
you can accept the numbers, but you can't accept that. Oh, okay, yeah, well, yeah, it's kind of proving my point. I am proving that.
Hold on. So hold on. If I say that black men are more prone to,
So
violent crimes, and that
so since we're all on the hate black women train, what is a beautiful black woman to you?
Oh, I can pull up one right now.
Hold on a second.
I can pull up one right
no,
now.
I'm not. I'm not going to address that beautiful black thing because nobody's hating on black women.
Here's my thing for them. What you don't understand is that sign language doesn't work over here. I'm just gonna let you know it don't work. Shame, insults, guilt, and the need to be right, that don't fly over here. We deal with facts. You know what I'm saying? And that's the reason why. Anytime you don't like a stat or a facts, all we do is we invite you to give us the counterpoint and allow us to listen to what you have to say. So the who hurt you and your mama black and all that stuff don't work over here.
Well,
these are mature men over here. So Trey, go ahead and finish what you were saying, because I just wanted to make sure we got that out the way so we don't waste our time. That's all. Go ahead, Trey.
Go ahead, Trey.
No, I'm just simply saying that any time that we give women that share our complexion statistical evidence to back up what we're saying, and it's really a critique more than anything. It's not hate. Mm-hmm. We don't hate black women. I'm gonna tell you how you would know if we hated black women. Is that when you came onto this stage, we all left the stage and just left you up here. That would be us hating you, because that means we wouldn't care. Black men actually care enough to actually tell you, hey, these are the issues, and actually critique you and say, hey, these are the issues. I, as a single man, 40 years old, I'm telling you this because I'm hoping that black women will get better, but I know better. I know that black women will not get better because you've only gotten worse over the last 50 years. And there's statistical data to prove that. I'm not making this up. When I say that black women are the fattest they've ever been, there's statistical data by the CDC that proves that. When I say that black women have the highest rates of herpes, almost 48%, that's from the CDC. That's not from me. I didn't come up with that. He showed you a stat earlier that came from blackdemographics.com. If you don't know what blackdemographics.com is, it is a stat collection agency that is made by black people. There ain't even no white people involved. Black people collect these stats, and they're reporting the truth. What I find oftentimes is that black women truly, truly struggle with truth. You don't want to hear it because it's not pretty. But if we sat up here and had a whole conversation about black men and the drug game and the murders, and all of us up here would sit up here and try to figure this out. We wouldn't say, well, it ain't all black men. We would try to get this figured out because we can understand that it is a problem within our community. But when we say there's other parts of that that are problems in our community, especially when it comes to the women, y'all act like, hey, nah, that's not us. And well, what about the white women? I don't give a damn about what the white women are doing. I don't care what they're doing. I don't care what the white men are doing. I care about what black women are doing. I have a black daughter. You know how hard it is going to be to get her to not want to be like a Cardi B, to not want to be like a Megan Thee Stallion, because you guys have been programmed to be this way, because it's in your everything. It's in your social media. It's in your regular media. It's in the music you listen to, the movies. It's literally everywhere. And you guys have been conditioned to be this way for almost 35 years. Waiting to Exhale, The Color Purple, Stella Got Her Groove Back. You guys have been conditioned to be like this for years. And all we're saying as black men is that it is destroying our community, and we want to fix it, but we can't do it alone. Y'all actually have to help us with this.
So is he done?
Yeah, he's done.
I think he proved his point.
Okay, so I went and looked, and I get what you're saying. Black women, we don't, well, me personally, I'm not going to speak with Black women. I'm going to speak for myself. I personally do not have a problem with anyone showing me statistics or facts. I personally don't admire being a video vixen, Cardi B, or whoever else. I'm not in that genre, and I don't like it when men specifically say Black women and want to group us together all as one. So if I get defensive at Dwayne when he says that, it's because I'm not in that group. I'm not that Black woman. I am completely.
So what group are you in?
I'm in a realm all on my own. And the reason why I say that is because my grandmother raised me to stand side by side with white people.
White people?
Yes. And I'm going to tell you why. So my grandmother was raised in a small town in Sealy. Her mother was the assistant to a white Caucasian doctor because that, you know, in the 1900s, that's what she could do. So therefore, she wanted to make sure that her girls were educated. So she took an advance and she made sure that her 3 girls got a college education. What she instilled with them was to never walk behind, either lead in front or stand side by side. So my mother had me at 14 years old. So I wasn't raised by my mother. I was raised by my grandmother. And the things that she taught me is you always have to outthink them. You always have to outmaneuver them. They're going to look at your skin and think that you are not comparable or you aren't competent enough to outthink them. You can't be triggered by their words. So that's why, Dwayne, when you made all those remarks yesterday and you was waiting for me to get belligerent, upset, and intolerable, I have been trained since infancy, literally, to know that words are black and white. You have to give someone power and emotion to control you with words. I don't have that because in today's society, that is what people do. And as he who is, like how he was saying earlier, oh, we don't use words for this or we don't use words for that. That is not what I was trying to imply. I was just stating what he was stating. So there's no one like, I'm not trying to be attacked or anything like that because there are 5 men to this one. Oh no, 6. Sorry, Trey. Your screen was black, so I forgot you for a second. But 6 black men to this one beautiful black woman that is not in the league with what you are describing. So Dwayne, when you brought me on here, I thought it was going to be a completely different conversation.
It's a women. I got some women, but I'm telling you, when these women come, they think just like we do.
Well, that's fine.
And they're gonna tell you to. They're gonna be like, baby, we are the least desired. We got to do better. They take full accountability for what black women are doing today.
But see, for me, Dwayne, I don't feel the least desired. And like I told you yesterday, and you were just like, oh no. Like when I walk out and when I step out, like I have all men coming to me, Dwayne. All men coming to me. So that's why you have numbers, you have statistics, but when I go out in public, I don't get that rejection.
No, hold on. You guys have to understand something though. She might actually be telling the truth because
hey, man, you forgot to
damn, yo, Bill, you calm down, bro.
Here's the thing: she might actually be telling the truth because the standard on men when they have sex is extremely low.
Jesus Christ.
So she might actually be telling the truth that there are men that are coming up to her, but they're not coming up to her for what she thinks they're coming up to her.
They want some pussy.
This is a mistake that a lot of black women don't quite understand. Yeah, your DMs are gonna stay full. And yeah, when you go out on a Friday night, on a Saturday night, wearing your little short dress, yeah, there's gonna be plenty of dudes who's gonna come up and talk to you. That's how it goes. Men chase. Well, that don't mean that he wants to marry you. Doesn't mean he wants to give you his last name. That doesn't mean he wants you to be a part of his legacy. Doesn't mean he wants you to bear his children. That's not what any of that means. It means, hey, you look good enough for me to bend you over and ask you to grab your ankles. That's what it means.
Wow.
It's high time we start being honest with black women. We're not being honest with them and telling them that most of us men, guys like me, who ain't out here playing this moral game, and I'm not gonna slap you over the head with a Bible. I'm gonna tell you straight up, sweet, I'm just trying to fuck. I just want to fuck. So whatever I need to do that's gonna get me from point A to point B, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna tell you what you need to hear. I'm gonna take you to whatever restaurant you need to go to. Whatever gets.
And that's what I told her yesterday. I told her this yesterday, but she need to hear from somebody else. All a man wants to do if he shows interest in you is get some head or some pussy, because immediately I told her yesterday, you become a shadow chick. And anybody that don't know what a shadow chick is, it's a woman that man will not take out in the daylight. He vampires her. He go to her house at night. He only wants to have sex with her, never takes her out on a date, never meets his family. He bang your ass up and then he leave. So, that's the whole thing.
But okay.
Sad but true. It happens. It happens.
Right. So, and I mean, it's gonna sound bad. It's gonna sound bad. But what's wrong with if that's just with the female? Because I mean, we grown, like we talk 40 and up. Some women,
because it hurts you in the long run.
I mean, I can play that out there. They're in their careers. You know, they taking the lead. I just need a man for his penis.
I got a PhD.
You want to know why? Because in the long run, it hurts you. You were born with a expiration date. I wasn't. I can play this game until I'm 80. As a matter of fact, I had breakfast with veterans. They're 89 and 90 years old, and guess what they talk about every morning? Pussy. That's what they talk about. Still getting it. They can play that game. We can play this game as long as we want to. You can't. Your job is to get and have a family as soon as you possibly can, because when you turn 60, guess what you're going to want? You know what I find funny, black man? Let me tell you what I find funny. Every Christmas and every Thanksgiving, you know what my grandmother and my mother and all the women in my family say that they're thankful for every year?
Man.
You think it's their master's degrees, or I got a couple PhDs in my family? You think it's all the money they're making from these corporate jobs down here in DC? You know, they're making a lot of money. You think that's what they say they're thankful for every year? No, you know what they say they're thankful for? I'm thankful for my family. Every single year, they say the same thing. Now, the men, we say we're thankful for our success. We're thankful for our health. We're thankful for the ability to be able to provide for our family. We say a whole bunch of stuff. But the women all say the same thing. I'm just so happy that my family could be here. I'm so happy that I could spend time with my family. Family, family, family. That's all y'all talk about. But y'all trying to make it seem like that's not what y'all really want until you get to be 60. And now you're on TikTok talking about, oh, I just want somebody to hug me. I haven't been hugged in 2 years. I just want somebody to hug me. We can play this game. Y'all can't. I can sport fuck until my dick falls off. I can play that game. You can't.
And Trey, it goes back to what you said we talked about 2 weeks ago. Women age like milk. Men age like wine. This is,
and I mean the finest of wine. I mean a nice Bordeaux. I mean, we age well.
Well, because at 60 years old, I can start a whole nother family. At 60 years old, she having hot flashes. Push it and dried up. Puts it in dried up and poured in so tight you can't. When she fart, dust come out of it. Listen, man. At the end of the day, you're cooked. What?
All women don't dry up, baby. Like
you, my lady, are cooked.
All women do not dry up. Look it up. All women don't dry up.
Oh, Vagisil. Listen.
Can I ask a question? Hold on. Can I ask a question, black man? Who fucking y'all to know?
Oh my God.
Trey
Oh, just letting everybody get a piece of cake.
because nobody. I just sat
my
here and told
God.
you that I would choose the boy that is Cardi B over a 60-year-old Angela Bassett. So who's smashing y'all?
But how old are you, Trey?
Free
40.
samples. Nah, don't move the goalposts.
Huh?
He asked y'all a
No, I
direct
want to know
question.
how old are you, Trey?
It
Y'all the
don't
same
matter.
age.
We're not introducing no straw man
Okay.
to the argument.
Well, no. I don't want to
Who are
argue.
you
I just want
letting
to know how
taste
old he
that
was
sample of
because
that
I want
cake?
to know.
You know what I'm saying?
Because I thought to the men, I thought y'all longevity.
No. We're not gonna move the goalposts. We're
Like,
not
y'all
gonna move the
can't go
goalposts.
as
We're gonna
long.
talk
Like,
about
that's
this
why
piece of
the
cake.
Cialis, the
No.
Fields, y'all got to do all that.
Eat the cake in the mud.
No. Why y'all letting these folks sample that cake?
But Lit, the guy that you're talking about,
Yeah.
the guy that y'all want, he works out 5 to 6 days a week. He's successful. He eats well. He ain't got no limp dick problems. I promise you. That's not the guys that y'all want don't have these issues.
But I
because
thought
they keep themselves together.
I thought that was
all my pipes
all
work
of that, and I thought it was just like hereditary, like it just like y'all can't go as long.
I thought you knew biology. That's not hereditary. That ain't nothing but good old fashioned taking care of yourself. That ain't got nothing to do with that.
That's why I thought once 40.
No, man. That'll be like us trying to tell you how your stuff works.
Nah, once you turn 40, it's all about working out. It's all about eating right. It's all about making sure you be disciplined.
You got a whole bunch of old folks' homes. Well, old people don't do nothing but get it down. That's it. All day long.
Lit, the highest number of STDs lately has been in the over 50 crew.
Exactly. I heard about that. I heard about
Shady
that.
Acres. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Are they Oprah Winfrey with that coochie? You want some syphilis? You want syphilis? You want syphilis? You get syphilis? You get syphilis? You get syphilis. Coach Ferg has something to say. Coach Ferg, do you want to put a diaper on his baby? Go ahead.
No, man, y'all been cooking, man. I'm just sitting back and enjoying.
I couldn't get word, and that's why I
did say something.
Yeah,
she did say something that was unique, though. I did want to ask this question because she said something about women in their careers, right? And to me, what I've seen in the workforce, most women don't get into their careers, I'll say, well, into their late 30s, going on 40. That's when they start hitting their career stride, per se, according to the. Before that, they looking for jobs. Now, over 35, they looking for a career. So let's just go back to 21, right? And what, somebody alluded to a time frame. Most of my life, most sisters have their first child before 18, 19 years old. So they spend 20 years playing the field of men, and then 35, most women wake up. And now they're trying to qualify for something that at 100,000 miles, because let's be honest, most sisters running around that come from urban areas ain't running around here virgins. Most of them done already had well over the more expenses than they need. So when you said something about women in their careers, are there women when they get about 38, 40, they're now deciding to sort of be more selective and choosing men who they really don't qualify for, but those are the best qualified. They are the ones those men that they try to shun are the men that they qualify best for, because those men also understand where they are in the social ladder of men. So if I'm a regular guy, why wanting a regular woman still got to go to work? What time you go to work? 9 or 8:30? Regular people, why they don't qualify? Why that man doesn't qualify for a regular 9 to 5, a woman who's probably can't fit her cheerleading outfit no more, had a couple of kids by dudes, but they still willing to work with that woman. But why do those women shun those men away? Is the question I have for you. And by the way, thank you for being up here. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to look at a whole bunch of ugly dudes tonight. Appreciate you. You look like you do.
Beg your pardon?
I don't know. Y'all look so like it's probably he white. But no, so why do you think that's so for women?
I can't speak for those women. I honestly, I really can't. But from my friend group, because I have a married friend group and I have a single friend group. That's why I was like, when Trey was talking about the girls that, you know, the men that like, hey, I'm just trying to hit and go on about my day. I know girls that's like that in corporate America. They don't want a relationship. They just
we call them corporate
Those are
concubines.
whores.
We call them corporate
So
concubines.
you hanging around a bunch of whores.
Dwayne, that
You're hanging around a bunch of whores.
okay, so are we gonna call Trey a whore?
Yes.
Oh.
Trey got a t-shirt, you know, he don't mind.
He's in the Air Force. He was Air Force, so that's how it is.
Yeah, she's a whore. And you know what? I don't like when women compare yourselves to men. You can't.
I totally agree when it comes
Me
to
and
that.
you can both go out and fuck
totally
tonight.
agree.
Me and you can go. I can go
will
fuck
side with you on that. Only
yeah, you can't be us.
I will side with you on that only doing. But yes, because I think that's anyway. I just have my own view on that. But for Coach Ferg, for like regular 9-to-5 men finding that regular 9-to-5 woman, I mean, I feel like they're out there. Why they not accepting it? I don't really know.
Well, you said yesterday that a woman don't supposed to work.
Well, no, that's not what I said, Dwayne. That's not what I said. That is not what I said.
Hold on, I could give an explanation on that, on what Coach Ferg said, and I'm speaking from experience. Next week, my wife and I will be married for 16 years. Met her at the job.
Congratulations, my guy.
Thanks. And honestly, what clicked off for us was just, you know, she was a regular woman, I was a regular guy. She doesn't have kids, I don't have kids. So that was even better. I remember coming to the job on my day off. She didn't have any, didn't really know anyone in our work group. I picked her up, I took her home, and to be honest, we sat till the sun came up. We just sat and talked about a lot of things. When I drove off, I thought she was pretty cool people. I didn't find this out till our wedding day. She left a letter for me, and when I opened up, she told me after that night she knew she has met the man she was going to spend the rest of her life with. She wasn't talking about trying to have game. She wasn't looking for any other nonsense. She was just like, hey, how you doing? And whatever happens, happens. And that's what happened with us. We've been together for 20 years, and next week we make 16. So there are regular people out there. I think what it is that she lucked out, and she's done some things, but she lucked out and never getting pregnant or having kids with other guys or anything else. The children that we have are the 3 we have together, as well as our 2 elders that we adopted. And also shout out to my grandson. He just turned 4 years old yesterday. There are some ladies out there that have realistic expectations, but they're a dime a dozen and they're hard to find. And it's because a lot of the ladies now I've noticed, and I have nieces that are teenagers and in their early to mid 20s. And I have some cousins also in their early to mid 20s and some in their 30s. They're too caught up in social media. They're too busy caught up trying to outdo each other. They're too busy caught up looking at this is how it's supposed to be, and it's not.
Mm-hmm.
And I've had my nieces sit down and they've asked me, like, you know, why is it that guys are like this, guys are like that? And I was like, it's not always guys. Sometimes it's y'all too. Because the thing is, none of y'all are sitting down and trying to learn what it means to court. Y'all just too quick to do everything, and y'all forgetting about the courting and the talking process. I mean, I'll be honest, my mother-in-law, and this is no disrespect to her, she was 15 when she had my wife. By the time she turned 21, she had her 2 sisters. By the time she was 30, she had my wife's my 4 brothers-in-law. You know, and then after that, she had 3 more. And it was just like, you know, even and there were times with my wife's always a 10. And there were times she felt like she's not afraid to say her mother was just irresponsible. And it's messed up to say that, but she was. And sometimes it's not always going to be easy for a woman to have a mulligan if she has a child or kids from a previous relationship or a relationship. It's always going to be difficult. It's always going to be a challenge. I'm not saying they're never going to be happy. I know one woman, my cousin, she has a daughter with an ex going through some stuff. Met her husband. He has 2 children with his ex. And they realized, and whatever it was, worked for them. And they've been married for, I think, 20 years now.
Mm-hmm.
So my thing is, it shouldn't have to take so long for you to realize the things that you're doing wrong. And when you have people trying to, guide you and trying to warn you on what to be aware of, unfortunately, you have some ladies who just ignore what we got to say and think they know what they're talking about. And then after X number of years and X number of experiences and this, that, and the other, then they realize, damn, I should have listened. So you may feel like that a lot of us here on the panel are just going after you or going after women altogether. And that's not true. We're trying to tell a lot of women from the door, y'all need to be aware and pay attention to what y'all doing. Y'all need to do better. Y'all need to be better. You hear these now, you hear the stats, you don't want to be part of the stats, you don't want to be associated with those stats, then guess what? It's time to start doing things different. While yes, there are things that men have done wrong, it's not always us. And I think the problem with some sisters is they don't want accountability. They don't want to accept their role that put them in those situations. It's too easy to blame everyone else. And sometimes, well, if we're being tough and we're being hard, that means we're telling the truth. Sometimes the truth hurts.
Well, Antoine, let me say something. According to most women, and I'm just being honest here. Most women are delusional. And I'm just gonna keep it real. They're delusional. Most women today, Lost in Translation and Our Pain and Coach Ferg, PC. Most women today think they're virtuous women. The majority of them say, I'm virtuous. I'm her. And 98.9% of them are lying. They're lying. You're not that. You're not.
I'll give you some pushback on that, BMU. Not that it's. I hear what you're saying. The real issue is most of them know they're not virtuous and they don't care.
Exactly.
That's even worse, I think.
That's even worse.
That ain't no pushback. You just kick the ball through the goalpost.
Yes, sir.
That's it. And that's really a problem. I mean, like I said, I don't have enough. I didn't know we was going to come up here. I mean, since I admire you for staying up here and taking all this. She's
pretty good. Tough. She pretty tough. I was on her ass yesterday.
You wasn't.
The thing with black women in general, so just for your sake, is that they have an incessant inferiority complex. Black women. It makes them susceptible to all kinds of bullshit, man. And liberalism is the worst thing that ever happened to black women. You give them a bullhorn and a cause, and they are always on the 20% side of all the issues. Whether it's LBGYN, whatever the hell you call it, the alphabet mafia.
I said the pride community. I said the pride. Just call pride. Just say pride, old man. Just say the pride.
Whatever the hell is shit of that, man. Single motherhood, they champion that shit now. And like I said before, now they're starting to champion this thing, and I think this part of the ops. I'm gonna say it. I gotta really flesh it out. They're actually attacking what they call good men. They're actually saying all over TikTok, everywhere. I don't know how many videos I've got to see of a woman saying, "But he was one of the best men I've ever met. He was great. He was this. He was that. And because of my happiness, I'm gonna leave him. I'm gonna leave his family." I'm gonna break the family structure up because I have to feel something I don't feel with this guy. And this is after 10, 15, 20 years. I mean, the kind of stuff that does is it breaks, that shit breaks most men, right? If you're rich, your chick is cut out and take half your shit. Okay, you'll recover. But the average middle class guy, when a woman decides to leave, she doesn't just leave. She leaves and destroys him on the way out, right? So this leaves a whole bunch of broken men, right? Because once you hit 50, 60 or some shit like that, you can't rebuild like you did before.
Right.
And so, I mean, I'm just saying that. So the thing with black women is just so, they got a psychosis, man, that's so bad. And I don't think there's any way of fixing it.
No,
it's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen overnight.
They're cooked.
I just think men. Let me finish. Let me just finish. I just think men need to just move on.
Yep.
Right? Because I know black men are desired everywhere.
Come on.
Now, the fact that there's no statistics for black women abroad is because there's so few of them are successful going abroad for black American women. Because they take the same attitude. In Africa, the Africans ain't gonna take that bullshit that y'all do here, or Asians or white men. Then nobody's gonna take that.
I don't folks ain't gonna put up with that bullshit either. Trust me.
Yeah, no, I'm just talking about for black men in America take too much of that shit. We have our own low standards. That's why our women are fat as fuck, because we don't have standards to keep them in shape. It doesn't matter whether they're in shape or not. Right? And most men, you'll see a black guy, I mean, I'm overweight, so I can say this shit, right? I wasn't always like this. But the truth of the matter is, black women don't care. I tell you what, Six the Goddess talks about this shit. And if you don't even like her, she is absolutely fantastic the way she breaks this shit down. And I agree with her 100%. Most of the reason, and I think men should take a hit for some of that. The reason why black women are so fucked up in terms of their shape and stuff is because black men will, bang them out no matter what. Especially men who are the low-hanging fruit. If a whole bunch of black men are down on their luck, the very first women they're gonna go for is the big Berthas, because they know those ladies don't have no real. They need the love and attention, so those guys will use them, and they'll leave bitter women behind. That's that's my whole thing. It's just one of those kind of things. So this my saying. I'm not putting it all on the black women, because in some instances, if we were like Hispanics or white men, you fucking people would be a little bit prettier, because we were rejecting that shit, and we don't. So we'll see. We go to pool party. They see a pool party of women all averaging 300-400 pounds, and I could look through the screen and say, man, I don't even know if I want to smell that air. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you. So I just say, listen, man.
Oh my God.
Shit. And listen, I'm an old guy, man. The sisters was in so much shape when I was coming up, man. The average sister was in shape like a motherfucker, man. And you know what? The brothers had to be in shape too. And then all of a sudden, man, the balloons started popping out, and that was it, man. This is crazy. I'm done. And this ain't nothing to do with you, because, like I said, I'm a baby boomer, right? I get so much shit from everybody for being everybody hates baby boomers. And I used to be like, it's not me, that's not my experience. Then I realized that there was enough baby boomers who were fucked up it made a difference. So just like it's not every black woman, it's enough fucked up black women that it makes a difference. It makes a difference. It don't have to be everyone. It could be, it's like, you give me a percentage, because a critical mass for me is only 10%, but it's much more than that. It's more like 50-60%. So, and that's all. I'm done. I
got a question.
You can't make this stuff up.
PC. So according, like yesterday we were talking, and you said that you are the description of what the Bible says a virtuous woman is. So you would consider yourself a virtuous woman. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And can you give us a description of what that looks like?
No. And
so
it's okay. And the reason why I won't give you a description, Dwayne, is because it's not for you. And I can't make you understand that without going deeper, but I can just say it's not for you.
So you're saying
do I consider myself virtuous? Yes, I do, in my religious background, in my beliefs, and what I believe.
Okay,
yes,
so basic.
But I can't go into details. We gonna just let it be.
No. For the audience, for the education, for scholarship. Could you explain that?
So let me hold on. I gotta ask. So my thing is this, and I think this is where
yesterday, and I
no. I'm just gonna give an outside view of it. This is not directed towards you. So basically, what we deal with today, fellas, is that women will know the blueprint of what they should be. And one of the things that make me cringe is when I hear women say, I'm submissive, but I'm submissive in my way.
No, that's not how they work.
I'm married, and this is what works for our marriage. And most women, I'm gonna give you an example. TD Jakes' daughter, Sarah Jakes, right? Her dad is a power bottom. We all know that. But Sarah Jakes says,
Oh, nice uppercut off the clip.
yeah, Sarah Jakes is saying what?
Swallowed it.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Sarah Jakes she says, me being a leader over my husband works for our marriage. I feel like this, and I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna shut the door. I feel like any man, because we was talking about some family members who are married and been married for 30 years, and the wife told them, wife. There was a story yesterday I heard yesterday where the man, this lady told me that this man and this woman were married, and she had money saved up, but she sat in the house and let the electricity get turned off because she said it's his responsibility to pay the bill. I believe just because you've been married for 3 decades or 4 decades does not make you not a bitch ass nigga. And I think there's a lot of bitch ass niggas who are married to women who are bitches. And they allow their wife to talk anyway. They allow their wife to take over their money. They allow their wife to say and do what they want. They allow their wife to dress the way she want to dress. They allow their wife to talk the way she want to talk. She can be disrespectful. She can be down bad. And I think it's time for men to go in under your bed, look behind the door in the bathroom, look under the cabinet, find your nuts.
Get them out that mason jar.
Yeah, find them nuts and reattach them nuts, because some men out here are outrageous. And if your woman don't meet, like Arpain just said, if your woman don't meet the standard that you have set when in your dating phase, you need to cut her loose. If you go, I'm gonna do this Bible thing that I'm gonna jump right back. I'm gonna jump in there and jump right back out of it. Deuteronomy 4:20 says, a lot. I said this 3 weeks ago on the plug. You remember Lost was on the plug? I said most men had their first bad experience with a woman with their mama.
I remember that.
And their mama, they first bad experience with their mama. And let me finish. And their mama is the toxicity of their mama, because a woman can't raise a boy. A woman cannot make a man a man. I'm gonna tell you that now. I don't know where that shit went left at. But when a woman, when the first heartbreak a boy receives is from his mother, and guess what happens? His mama can be as toxic as she want to be, because he got the Tupac syndrome. Tupac said he don't want his daddy as a stranger, but his mom is a crackhead and she's still a queen. Most men have the Tupac syndrome, where they love their mama in spite of how she act, and when they get older, they marry their mamas. And when the woman disrespect them and treat them like their mama did, they stay with them because it's a reference and a reflection of their mama. And I said this on the show 4 weeks ago. It's time that it needs to be a cleansing in the black community. It's time that black men look at the oppressor that they're laying next to. I don't give a goddamn if you've been married to her for 25 years. If she's oppressing you and she's a doorstop to you and she's not allowing you, giving you the space to be the man you need to be, Deuteronomy 4:12. We're going to go to Isaiah 4 in a minute. Deuteronomy 4:20 says, if any man finds indecency in his wife, he is to give her a certificate of divorce and tell her to leave his house.
I remember hearing that, saying that some time ago as well.
And I think a lot of men need to divorce their mamas, because you didn't get nowhere with your mama, and you damn sure ain't gonna get nowhere with the woman you married who resembles and who acts and who behaves like your mama. Divorce your mama and find your true purpose, and find a woman that's gonna love you and be with you and support you and be there, and stop putting up with the shit you put up with your mama. And I'm done.
No, that makes perfect sense, because of the fact that the reason why the mama is like that is because daddy's not there to put her and to let her know that you're wrong.
Yeah, most of these men they sit back and just allow shit. You know what I would do if I walked in the house and my wife was sitting there with hundreds of dollars in her bank account and the lights went off in this bitch and she had money and she told me, "Oh shit, I ain't paying nothing. You the man." Boy, Y'all see me on the news.
That's and,
I'll be on the
and
motherfucking
BMU.
Dwayne,
BMU. Whatever I always said, that's a dream taker right there.
What?
But
That
Dwayne,
is a dream taker.
Okay, so
because
hold on, Mr. Antonio, because I have to fix it so y'all can understand. I told him the story of my grandparents.
Go ahead.
At this time, they were not married 30 years. They were young. My grandfather just came home from Vietnam. And what he chose to do was open a juke joint. He put all his money into the juke joint. And so he wasn't taking care of home. So my grandmother took their children to the juke joint because the lights got turned out. And she said, go in there, tell your daddy that the lights is out. She dropped them off. She drove back home and sat in the dark. She didn't eat that night. I only think they ate breakfast the next day. He let the children stay, and he stayed at the juke joint where the lights was. The next day, that afternoon, he turned the lights back on.
Did she have money? Yes or no? To pay it? Yes or no?
Yes, she did.
And she refused to pay it.
Yes, to prove her point that you cannot take care of something else before you take care of home.
You see this
bullshit? Dream taker.
That's
Dream
what I'm talking
taker.
about. It's hereditary. It's in their blood. I'm telling
you. Dwayne, how
I
is
don't care.
that okay for a man to take care of a club before you take care of where your children live?
Hold on. First of all, we don't know the mental psyche of this man. He was just in the Vietnam fucking war. You know what the man saw in the Vietnam war? Then he came home and tried to open up a business. He putting time into the business, and you're gonna sit your black, stank, ugly, 12 hamburger eating, donkey riding, spit sucking ass at the house and not pay the goddamn bill when you knew you had the fucking money. I would have picked her up while she was in the chair and threw her through the window.
You would
not. I would have picked her ass up in the chair and chunked her ass out the window.
You know what?
Hold on.
This is the 70s.
Antoine,
I said that's a dream taker.
Wait. We got to get Jeff in here.
Okay, my bad.
One question.
I'm trying to get out of here because I'm at work. That's why.
Hold on a second. I got one question. Who told you that story?
My grandma.
Hear what I said.
Come on, Jeff. Come on, Jeff. That's all I need to hear.
Oh, my God. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Jeff Brown to the stage.
Hey, okay. Number one, how you doing? Okay, what's up, panel? Sister, two things. Number one, not unlike your parents, your grandparents' business is none of your business. None. Absolutely, unequivocally, none of your business. There are many ways to look at the dynamics between your grandparents. There are many ways to take both of their sides. The thing not to do, because of the point, the story that your grandmother told in order to prove her point, as many couples do, whenever you prove your point, she won, but guess who always loses? The children.
Mm-hmm.
Your mama was in the dark, so your grandmama could prove a point, or your daddy. Your mama or daddy, whoever, and I'm not being disrespectful to your elders, at a young age had to be drugged to a juke joint to prove your mama's point. So every time that you are telling that, tell it again however you like, but in your psyche, you will hear, my grandmama inconvenienced and traumatized my parent in order to prove her point, because that's exactly what happened. Two, let's go back to not your virtue, but a virtuous woman. And we won't start with you. We will start with me. I'm Jeff Brown, young man that I am talking to. There's a young boy, say age 10. Young girl, say age 10. They stand before me and you. I'll go first. Young man, I consider myself a virtuous man. And here's why. Because I believe in a power higher than me that guides me, that I obey and I love. I don't take things that do not belong to me. I don't lie.
Watch that time for me.
I don't cheat. I don't steal. I look to help people who cannot help me back. These things make me, I look to speak to brothers and stop them from doing bad things. I help sisters I'm not trying to sleep with. I am a virtuous man. Those things make a virtuous man. Now, it is your turn, sister. What would you say to the 10-year-old girl standing in front of you? That's not rhetorical. Are you froze? Phenomenal.
Oh, I didn't know you wanted me to speak. Okay. So 10-year-old girl standing in front of me, I would tell her to seek Jehovah's word and always prayer to him and counsel. That's the best that I can do for you. I'm sorry.
Okay.
That wasn't the question.
Okay. Well,
No.
I got it. I got it. Yeah, because those are great things.
Wait,
those are great things.
I cannot.
But they have nothing to do with what I asked.
But I cannot speak to you on that topic on this platform.
Oh, not me, not me. The 10-year-old girl in front of you, not me.
I still cannot speak on that topic on this.
To a 10. So basically, what you were
Mr.
telling
Jeff,
me, if I may ask,
you may not, and I talked to Dwayne before this. For my religious background, I cannot.
Do you mind if I ask what your religion is?
I'm a Jehovah's Witness.
Oh, okay, that's fair. Okay, I don't know the judge. Okay, let me say this,
and I'm proud and
in honor of the J Dubs. You can say what you want to about them, but they ain't as ignorant as regular Christians. I can tell you that. These regular Church of God in Christ niggas, Jesus, not a brain cell among them. When I sit down and speak to the JWs, they make sense. They can get a temple built in 4 days.
Let me ask you this. If you had to tell that young lady what a virtuous woman looks like, what should she look for?
I would tell her to go to God's word, the Bible. I would tell her to...
Could you give her an example? Say, for instance, she couldn't read.
If she couldn't read, then I would have to give her illustrations the way Jesus spoke to the congregation.
All right, talk to her.
Like off the dome, I would probably tell her, I would speak to her about faith, and I would talk to her about the women of faith, where there was, I think it was Leah, Sarah, Naomi.
Now remember, she don't know who these people are.
Right, but I would use the scriptures.
Yeah. Matter of fact, let's remove the labels so it's easier for a 10-year-old child. In today's world, what should she look for? That's what she has access to now. What should she look for?
What do you mean? What should she look in people?
If you had to give an example of a virtuous woman, who can you point to in the female community and say that lady right there is a virtuous woman? Watch her, see what she does.
Oh, if my grandmother was still living, I would say it would be her.
Somebody living today.
That we all know.
It would be possibly Sister Skeins, my aunt.
Somebody we know.
Oh, I don't know nobody y'all know. I'm sorry. Who do y'all know?
No. Give us an example. We can all give examples of who they can say, hey, look, this is somebody you should look up to.
So you want me
who could you point to
in the world
that you can say, hey, look, we can all agree and say, hey, that's somebody she should listen to.
In the world?
Anybody.
Yes, in the world.
You got 8 billion people to choose from. Just give us one.
So if they aren't under the JW umbrella, then I wouldn't point to anyone in the world. And I mean that respectfully.
That's fair.
Who under the JW could you point to?
I don't know if y'all follow her. She is very popular on Instagram, and she's also been on TV. Have y'all seen Christy, Sarah, and Desmond Scott? They're JWs. Christy, Sarah, and Desmond Scott. They're Jehovah's Witnesses. That is a
I
verb.
beg your pardon.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
I had to go run and do something real quick, but I overheard that part. I'm not.
Amen for some good-looking believers.
I got family that are witnesses also.
Usually
so.
Christians are hideous. The ones that they got, that TD Jakes is not a looker.
Yeah,
saying.
I don't. I've heard y'all mention his daughter several times. I know nothing about her. I don't
trash.
Now,
dwell.
let me ask you this: what about them?
Either, so don't feel bad.
Hold on a second. What about this couple? Can you point out and tell this little girl, hey, this is what they do. This is what they're all about.
So for Christy's light and energy is forever positive. You never see her demean herself. You never see her disrespect her husband. Anytime that she is established on the platform, either she is in sophisticated wear, or if she does have on something short, her husband is standing there. Like, he's never too far. You never see her holler at her husband. You never see her demean her husband on a social
camera.
platform or while they're doing a joke. And even when she talks about holidays and, because people come in her comments and they be like, well, why don't you do this for this and this and this? And then she, respectfully tells him that, they don't associate and things like that. So,
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. What makes her virtuous?
What makes her virtuous? I mean,
from a biblical perspective, I want the
I
word.
mean, she follows Bible principles and guidelines.
But what does she do?
Yeah.
What do you mean? What does she do?
What does she do?
The reason why I ask you what does she do is because we want this little girl to do exactly what she's doing, and we have to give her an example.
We want this young girl to follow Bible principles and Bible guidelines.
What are those?
Well, I mean, there's the teachings of Jehovah. I mean, you have to read the
details.
Are we doing this, guys? Are we really doing this?
Yes, they are. They really are. They're
the
trying to
told
work.
You she ain't gonna say it. What the hell?
Exactly. Just let it be.
The last thing you can open is a closed mind. The woman has closed her mind to it.
So
now, unless we gonna use heat, a blowtorch, we're gonna pull her fingernails out.
I don't.
Let me give you an
Like,
example.
he who is, I'm not. I don't understand what particularly you're looking for a 10-year-old girl to do.
I'll give you an example.
Okay.
She speaks to her husband with respect. She takes care of her family. You know what I mean? That type of thing. She represents her family as well by speaking highly of her husband. You know what I mean? That type of thing, helping people in the community. That is something that you don't have to be ashamed of saying, doing. And my thing is this, we want to use religion as an idol, as a substitute for something we should be doing anyway. We want to slap a label on something and say, hey, look, we don't do this. And that's cool. But my thing is the end result is what we're looking for, is how we connect to one another. And for us to be disingenuous and say, just because I'm an XYZ, I don't think God really cares whether or not we're an XYZ. He cares whether or not you treat your brother with kindness. That's all I'm saying. So my thing is we shouldn't be avoiding the conversation. We should be going deeper into the conversation and giving these children instructions. See, that's our problem. We want to tell our kids to do what we say and not as I do. And that's the disingenuous part. I think kids look at us with a side eye from time to time. My thing is if we want our children to be like us, we should walk the way we want them to walk.
Exactly.
That's all I'm saying.
Exactly.
I think you're saying it.
I'm sorry, Mr. Jeff.
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
Well, he who is. So for me, I don't want to sound distasteful or disrespectful, but
then don't.
But people, because I have been told that my honesty and straightforwardness can sometimes.
Let me help you out. Let me help you out.
It's Black Men Unfiltered.
Let me help you out. A gentle answer turns away wrath. Okay.
Okay.
If we're gonna keep it biblical.
Well, it's not so much as biblical. It is to come here on this platform, it was just to talk, about other stuff, not about the JW religion, because we have been counseled from the platform not to do that. So when you ask me about virtuous and things like that, it's because we have always been already counseled from our brothers not to come on platforms and speak on it. So that's why, and I even told Dwayne when, I called him on the phone before this even started. He had to make some changes just to be respectful of that. And he did. And I appreciate that, Dwayne. So it's not that I don't want to, or that I don't want to answer your question. I've already been counseled from the brothers on this. So like, I don't, Satan will try to throw things in there to make you go against what God has already counseled you to do. So you have to be conscious and always on the lookout for what he will throw in there. So you have to be set and firm and to know like, hey, no. And so that's what I'm standing firm. It's a no, like I'm not going to go forward. And I understand we're talking about a 10-year-old girl. I raised my kids in the truth. I myself was raised in the truth. So, I know what it is. If we all have different views and different values. So, and that's it. That's that on that. But I do have a question. I want to go all the way back. I want to go all the way back to when Mr. Payne was talking and Coach Ferg was talking. So I have a question because y'all are with the boomers, right?
I'm Gen X.
Coach Ferg.
I am.
Okay. So, Mr. Payne.
Yes, ma'am.
So twice in my life, I've had older men call me a unicorn. What is? Can you tell me your definition? Dwayne, let me have my moment.
Didn't I fucking tell you yesterday a unicorn is a dead animal that's made up by a white man, put in a book for white kids to say, "Oh, mommy, look." Oh my God!
I want to know if it's the same. I just want to know if it's the same or.
Listen, okay. But hold on for a second. I'm gonna answer your question. But back in my neighborhood, we didn't talk about unicorns. But if you want to be unique, that's fine.
Jesus Christ.
But so that's the only thing I would say, right? Because they're rare. Mm-hmm. If they ever existed. But we didn't talk about unicorns in the South Bronx.
Okay.
What you
say, Coach Ferg?
I do have a question based off of that, right?
Yeah.
Well, do you hold women your age and under accountable for their bad behavior when you see it? You call it out every time?
It's not that I call it out. My facial expression speaks before.
No. Do you say anything like say you in a facility and there's deviant behavior going on with these virtuous women that we call, are you calling those women out in that moment? Do you say, "Hey, sister"? Do you give them a Monique moment?
Not a Monique moment. It's either like, "Girl, you that nasty," or it'll be like, that's not what you're supposed to be doing. Mostly like that, because I want people, if I am not acting according to how we are supposed to be acting, I want somebody to tell me. So I find myself, and I told you yesterday, Dwayne, my homegirl, my bestie Megan, she'll get me together real quick. If I just get too like.
But do you have that same...
half of your friends, including Megan, is using Elmer's glue to put you together. And the next day that shit then peeled off and you back to do the same shit.
Don't do that.
You know what? I want to get
nobody's using Gorilla Glue to hold you niggas accountable.
So that's a damn unicorn tendency. You got tendencies of a unicorn.
I want to get Jeff in here, man. Jeff, come on, man.
Jeff, like he about to.
Come on, man.
Come on, Jeff.
We ain't got that much time. I want to hear what he got to say.
Well, first off, I'm trying to figure out from what angle we keep indicting this sister. I'm glad we got past the whole trying to make her define virtue. If she ain't gonna do it, she ain't gonna do it. Two, I think we need to take into consideration, and again, BMU, it's clear you two have a personal relationship, but on the surface, I have to give her a pass in certain areas, because when you talk about does she police women, well, what she's made clear tonight is that the JWs as a people have done what they're supposed to do in this time. They've closed ranks on the rest of you niggas.
Exactly.
They don't really fuck with the rest of y'all.
That's true, because I got relatives that are also witnesses as well.
And they close ranks. They're not. So you can say what you want to about them. You can say, and sister, I have this pact with God where I'm allowed to cuss as long as I tell the fucking truth.
We don't have a restricted place on us over here. Go ahead.
Yeah. So from that place, once I consider, especially when she broke down what the brothers told her to do before what they were counseled against, and she respectfully has kept that position. She hasn't been disrespectful here tonight. I haven't heard her talking on an oval dirt track. She ain't made a mud circle yet. So from what I'm seeing, I got to go with that closed ranks thing. And when I go with that, I don't expect her to curb these people in the world. She didn't close ranks on that. Now, I bet you if she sees another JW female out of order in some JW spaces, she more than likely does, because they've closed ranks. So you gotta either factor that in, or you have to factor that in and either be honest about it or nullify parts of it. That's what I'm seeing.
That's the truth there. I mean, like you said, she's phenomenal spokesperson, spoke to her elders and everything else before she came here and everything else. You gotta respect her for that.
Right,
like
you gotta respect that. I don't know. I don't know her personally, but you gotta respect what she
got. I have family and friends who are witnesses and everything else, and they explain some of the things that go on. You know, they hold their own, and they're not afraid to let you know you're doing something wrong. So I gotta respect her on that. Plain and simple. I would love to stay in the chat, but I gotta be back at work and everything else. They're probably looking for me right now, so I'm gonna be listening to you guys. In the background. And y'all have a good one. Y'all be safe and take care. All right.
All right.
Appreciate it. Now, the reason
Antoine, email me because I gotta ask you a question. blackmanunfiltered@gmail.com.
Say again?
Email me. I want to ask you a question.
Okay. You can find me on Instagram as well. You can hit me up on Instagram too.
Okay.
All right.
Here's the thing.
Your name on Instagram, right? The same thing.
You type in my name. You can type in my name. It'll come up. If you see,
put it in the back chat.
Put it in the back chat. Put it in the back chat.
Yeah, don't get fired, nigga. Don't get fired.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Put it in the back chat, bro. All
right,
Jeff. The reason why I said that, man, because it sounds like the rhetoric we hear every day. It's like nailing Jello to the wall. But it's like you said earlier. You got to respect that. You know what I mean? You got to. Hey, if the brothers told you what to do, then you answer to the brothers. But see, I answered to somebody higher than the brothers. And that's the main reason why I push the way I push. Because it sounds like, it sounds
that's not
like
fair, bro.
But I understand what you're saying, Joe. Honestly, I wholeheartedly understand what you're saying. I really do. And I'm going to leave it alone. That's the only reason why I did it. And I understand and I respect that position. But my whole thing is this. If it sounds like it, then it bothers me. It does. Because it doesn't get us to where we need to be. But I understand you do what you got to do. That's fine by me. But my whole thing is this. When you answer a question, man. That's all I'm saying.
And another thing is, for me, and this is not directed towards you, PC, but for me, I'm right along with you, Lost, because I believe, this is what I believe. I believe that Lord, give me the words. I think that it is a bad situation where imperfect people are telling imperfect people to be imperfectly perfect. And that's what bothers me. There's no room. It's like once I get into this thing, I have to be perfect. And it's just not that. It's just not supposed to be that way. Everybody has fallen short. All have sinned and fallen short. All of us. All of us. And so I don't believe just getting in a situation where I have to be perfect every day. Because I'm telling you right now, I know J Dubs that's celebrating birthdays, Christmas, holidays, drinking it up, clubbing, going to Beyonce concerts, dropping it like it's hot. I know him. I know I work with them. Some of them in my family. I know them. I'm like, damn, don't y'all supposed to not?
Dwayne, can we change the subject though? Can we stop talking about it?
See, that's why everything got. It's like
out of respect. If you want to respect your brothers, you're gonna respect this brother. I'm telling you that right here, right now. Since we on respecting brothers, you know what I'm saying.
I'll change the subject because I just think
we're gonna change the subject.
I just think it's weird that everything got to be a secret.
I'm just saying
it's not. Okay,
come on now, work with me. You want us to respect your brothers? I'm asking you to respect my brother.
Yeah. Oh, and Ross, I get you. I understand.
Right now. Come on.
Yes, I do. Because I wanted to. You made a comment earlier about women that tear down men, and I wanted to tell you I agree with you wholeheartedly on that because in 2023, Christopher, if you ever come across this live, you changed my mindset in life and how I see the black men. And Christopher is my cousin. Christopher was married for 15 years. They were separated for 2 years. My cousin was the most positive, energetic, loving, the most helpful. He will give you the shirt off his back. His wife tore him to pieces. To pieces. He came when Mr. Payne, when you said when they divorce and they leave with nothing, she left my cousin with a box. A box. Took his kids and then married some other guy in 3 weeks. 3 weeks. My cousin lived with me for 12 months. I had to build him back up piece by piece every day. So when you say that there are women out there that treat y'all and don't show y'all no value, I saw it. I saw a broken black man. He talked to me and he told me she took his nuts. Like that literally came out his mouth. And that broke me. Broke me. Because I grew up with him. You know how you had them cousins that y'all like siblings because y'all grow up so close? That's how we were. That's how my grandmother had us all the time together. But this woman he did everything right. He went from the Bible, he took his family to the Kingdom Hall, he provided, she didn't work, he had to come home from lunch, feed the kids. You know, it was some mental issues there. But she tore this man down till he was
lost. We're gonna keep it going. It's fine.
Nothing. And that made me start looking at men just differently every day. He told me, he said, Sharice, men don't want to be nagged to every day they come in the house. They just came out from fighting the world. I got to come in my home and fight the world too. Sometimes I just want to come through the door and hug my wife. I want to hear her tell her she loved me. And something like that. He was like, don't. And this started because I was asking him about marriage. I've never been married. I have lived with a man, but I've never been married. And this was in my early 20s before I was baptized, before I dedicated my life to Joseph. And I was like, what is it? And he would just, like tell me things that y'all needed, and like, Dwayne, I hear you when you say submissiveness and want to be respected. But at the same time, us females, we need that same love too, in order to be able to build you up and to be that.
I know you couldn't explain it, but I will. this is what a man needs. A man was given authority over everything, dominion over everything. And I want to say this. What a man needs is very, very simple.
Yeah, Christopher said that.
He wants to be respected.
Mm-hmm.
He wants to be spoken to with respect. He wants to be nurtured in some aspects of it. He wants to be able to come home, like you just said, and hug his wife. He wants to be able to speak to his wife, speak into his wife. Let me tell you something that women don't understand, the secret to a man. When a man is respected and a man is spoken to in the right way, and a man is treated a certain way, and that woman does the little things that the man is not used to, and she's consistent, that man will do anything for you.
Mm-hmm.
Everything that a man needs is free. It don't cost you nothing. Respect don't cost you nothing. Speaking to me in a low tone, in a tone that I can feel respected, don't cost you anything. Making love to your husband, having sex with your husband don't cost you nothing. Holding his hand, rubbing his back, rubbing his feet when he come in from work, take his boots off, don't cost you nothing. But then guess what? What cost us everything? Your $300 weave, your $300 braids, your nails, them shoes you like. Oh, we got to go to an all-black event. Oh, your homegirl invites you here. We got to spend some money. I got to spend some money on this. I got to go get the oil change. I got to go mow the yard. Everything we do costs us something financially and mentally because we're not getting reciprocation from women. And this is the main problem that black men have, that they give so much. And this is why you see the age difference in some men. I used to sell cars a long time ago. And I remember the women used to come in first and look for the cars. And they'll come in and say, this is what I want. Or vice versa. The husband would come in and look and say, this is what we're going to get right. This is what we can afford. Okay, got you. We ran your credit. We got you. Okay, good. My wife will be in to, okay, cool. The wife comes in. They sit beside each other. I said, damn. I'm looking at the credit report. I said, this nigga like he's 70. On her credit, I'm looking at her age. She's 43. I'm looking at his age. He's 45. I see this motherfucker in age 20 years. Jesus Christ. It's because of what happens next. She said, I don't like that car. I don't want no cloth seats. I want leather seats, sunroof, spoiler on the back. I want the Bose stereo system. Back then it had the 6-disc changer. I want the 6-disc changer. I want that one with the sport lights on the front. He said, baby, we can't afford that. That's $250 over our budget. She said, I don't care. Make it happen. She said, I don't want the other car. I don't want it. Guess what that man did? He signed a paper, a document for 72 months on a note that was $250 outside his budget just to make that angry ass woman happy. And now he went into more debt that he can't afford. And I saw then, this is why he's aged. Because she probably did this with the house. She probably did this with another property. She probably did this with another car. She probably did this in front of her family. And this is why this man looks like he's aged 30 years older than she does. And she in here looking cute and he looking like he about to fucking die. That's why I always say, Uncle Jeff, most men die in their 30s and they're not buried until they're 90. Because most men will not, they want to make a woman happy and they're willing to just go outside, lose everything, go into debt to please a woman that ain't gonna reciprocate at the same level that he's giving. This is a fact. And I'm gonna leave it alone because I know men who have suffered and who have died and worked themselves to death and their wife can't even hug them. I'm telling you, I've seen it in my family. And the bitch gonna sit up at the funeral like she just loved him. Oh, and I'm just telling my sister, you need to beat that hoe up. I'm telling you, like I really wanted her to get beat up. It was so bad that you would sit there and drive this man in the ground, but then act like you loved him, getting up speaking over this man's body when you drove him in the ground. Oh, Jesus, I'm gonna leave it alone. Jenny, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show.
Miss Jenny. Welcome to the show.
Oh my God. Jenny, I know you've been watching. I know you was out, sweetheart. Oh, hey, we hearing me. What do you got going on back there? What's up, boy?
He's a little fussy right now.
Yeah, that's
Hey, Sprout.
what's up, my boy? Hey, look, I saw a picture of him the other day when you posted him. He looks just like you. Oh my God, that baby looks just like his. Look at him. Look at him. What's up, boy?
Hey, buddy.
What's going on, man? What's up, boy?
He like, take this off my head.
You take this.
He's supposed to be going to bed.
I need to breathe.
Hey, Papa.
This is what I put on him.
We love the kids, man. Hey, listen, let me read this
He
super chat real
laughing.
quick. Hold
Hey,
on.
man.
Curtis Moore, man. Thank you, man. Curtis Moore with the $19.99 super chat. He said, "Happy Friday, BMU. Checking in, man. I appreciate you, my brother." Let me see. What we gonna give him? We're gonna give him something.
Give him white chocolate, man. We ain't seen him in a long time.
Who? White chocolate?
Yeah.
Where's white chocolate at? Oh, there you go. Hey, thank you for the super chat. After this, we'll get back to the conversation. Here we go.
I got a red room, it's the red now when the sun sets in my bedroom. Oh, it feels like I'm inside a flower. It feels like I'm inside my island. It feels like I'm inside a flower.
Plus sizes. They said big bag bitch get to the bag. They said big bag bitch you want a snack. Well this big bag bitch she got the stack. So put big bag bitch clothes on the rack. Ooh, on the macaroni. Move and shake it for me. Ooh, we shaking it quick and the brands are phony. Ooh, the brands are phony. Ooh, they need a Tony. They need a Emmy, Oscar, Grammy, cause the shit's baloney. The way they be faking like they're making all the sizes. If you ain't got at least a 4X, you ain't trying. Ooh, so give it to us, baby. Give us a got. Give it to us when we step on the spot. Ooh, ba-da, 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 ba-da.
Tryna party all night, DJ play another song. 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 Tryna party all.
All right, man. We appreciate that $19.99 super chat, man. Thank you, man. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right. So listen, back to the conversation. So thank you so much for joining us. I know you were out, and I appreciate you, Jenny, for coming in tonight because we need another woman on the panel because we didn't want our girl to feel so, that it wasn't another feminine woman on the panel with all these hard leg dudes up here. So I just want to make sure we welcome you. How are you doing today, sweetheart?
I'm having a really good day. I was hanging out with some of my mom's friends. We had a game night and I cooked dinner. I love cooking, so it was great. I really enjoyed it.
Okay. Hey, listen, I always say this, but I just want to say you recovering from your husband's passing is amazing. Like you should write a book on healing and what the things that you went through after you lost your husband. Oh my God, because you are recovering amazing. Like I'm seeing everything that you're doing in the journey and all the walks that you take when you put it in video, which is a great thing. Please keep doing that. But the stuff that you're doing, the Bible studies and walking and taking walks through the park and spending time with the baby and all that stuff. And then you posting pictures of you and your husband when y'all were together and he holding your stomach and so I think you just need to write a book or something. It would be amazing to just read your story. So I just want to compliment you on that, but go ahead.
Well, thank you. I don't get a lot of comments on my videos, so I don't really know who most of the people are who watch it. So
Yeah.
knowing that you're one of those people, it's like, oh, great. I'm not just talking into the wind.
Yeah.
So I appreciate that. Who knows? Maybe it was like a whirlwind romance. So I don't know. Maybe I can commission Nicholas Sparks or something. We can tag team.
So what are your thoughts about what you've heard tonight?
Well, I only very recently got home, so I just caught just a little snippet. But did you guys like watch any videos or anything, or just talk about the topic in general?
Well, just the topic in general. You know, basically what we're on right now is like as far as what women consider themselves. Right now, we get on the subject right now. 40s, some women who are in their 40s who got kids. Most men, I've seen on a lot of podcasts that they're cooked because, but not because they can't find anybody, just simply because they have high expectations, and they're not in the right way to be requesting anything. If you have 2 children, 3 children, 5 kids with 3 baby daddies, 6 kids with 4 baby daddies, you're not in position to be making any demands or having any expectations of a man who has no children.
No, definitely not.
So what are your thoughts?
You know, I've been thinking about this a lot, you know, especially with my new circumstances, because technically speaking, I'm a single mom. And so it's like, okay, well, what am I now offering to the table now that I'm forced back onto the sexual marketplace? And it's like, okay, well, I can't give a guy my being 22 years old again. Okay, I can't say to the next man that you'll be the first man to have access to my womb. Okay, so it's like, well, now what can I offer him? You know, now what can I negotiate? You know, being that things are different now. And it's like a woman or just either party, you have to offer something in exchange. You know, when people ask the "what do you bring to the table" question, and people say "I am the table," it's completely nonsensical, and it shows they don't understand the question, because it's just asking, you know, what are you going to offer me in exchange for what I'm going to offer you? You know, a woman, she wants a guy who's tall and rich and handsome and charismatic and assertive and all this stuff, and then he gets a woman who is uncooperative, who is ungrateful, who is lazy. It's like, it's not a fair trade, okay? So I think that, you know, a woman who is in a situation where she made a lot of poor decisions in her younger years, it's like, okay, well, do you just continue to make poor decisions for the rest of your life? Or, you know, do you hopefully mature and want something? Okay, so like, oh, you know, I'm 42 now. I need to stop messing around with Pookie and Ray Ray. Okay, great. You know, better late than never, I guess, that you've realized that. But now you have to manage your expectations. Okay, so a woman who has made a lot of poor decisions in her younger years, wasted her womb, you know, loaned it out to men that weren't worthy. Well, now you need to find a guy that's aptly on your level, which is not, you know, an NBA player. It's like a guy who's been in jail for the last 10 years, you know, or something like that. You know, it would be, or a guy who's filed for bankruptcy, or, you know, it's, you know, it has to be equal. You know,
Y'all both in the scratch and dent pile.
You said a scratch and what?
Y'all both in the scratch and dent pile.
Yeah, like, and that's fair, you know. So it's like the last time I was single, when I was 22, I would have not entertained a guy that had a child, because I didn't have any children, and I didn't want that, and I didn't have to have that. But now it would be ridiculous of me to say, oh, I'm still not going to date a guy who has a child, because it's like, okay, well, I have a child, and so like, I'm working on becoming debt free, and so it's like, okay, well, while I have debt, it's unfair of me to say, oh, well, you have to be already debt free because I'm trying to get debt free. Well, no, if I get debt free, then I can, you know, possibly have that as be something. But I can't require something of someone that I'm not. Like, you know, it's like I'm working on getting more flexible, becoming more active, becoming an all around better person. I can't just ask a guy to already be at the finish line. It's just not fair. At the end of the day, these women, they want things that are unfair. And so a guy who is in his 40s and has been building his business and building his character and is very fit and in shape, how is that even fair that he gets saddled on with some woman who has 3 kids by 2 men and just has not taken her life seriously up until that point, you know? I think that when you look at it from the perspective of, okay, if that was your son, would you want him to be with you? Then you get a more accurate picture. Like, you can understand better. So it's like, you know, women, they just I don't know, they just want someone to come in and clean up their mess, and it's like, I mean, sure, I mean, you know, that's not necessarily a bad idea, but you just got to have it be realistic.
Miss Jenny, I want you to know that you just cooked with Crisco. Great value was not available. Listen, because, and the reason that I said that is because you're absolutely right. You cannot have expectations of a man when you put yourself in the position when you was out playing. If you got 3, 4 kids, why are you talking about, I ain't finna be no man that got no kids? He need to be able to come. You are absolutely right. You need to be with, you need to take, I'm gonna do a Kevin Samuels line. Remember this one, Lost? He said you need to take what you can get.
Right.
If you in your 40s and you in your 40s and you got kids and you got multiple kids and multiple baby dads and a man is interested in you, you about to take what you can get. Your expectations mean nothing.
Right.
Because I don't know why you want a boardroom guy. I don't know why you would want a boardroom guy or a guy as a CEO or something to come in, like Jenny just said, and clean up your mess with a mop and broom.
Well, there's some echo somewhere.
Everybody mute. I think somebody's echoing from somewhere.
Yeah, part of the delusion, though, I think, and Jenny, maybe the ladies can help me. I think women who met their biological imperative and hit 40 or something, they become arrogant because they hit their biological imperative. I think they're different mindset than a woman who reaches 42 with no kids. I think there's a difference in the way their psychology works. So a woman with the kids already, she could be delusional because the only thing she's thinking about is dying alone, she got the kids. So she's not worrying about having kids anymore. So she thinks she has a leeway to add, these elevated delusional expectations from a man. Now, whether she gets them or not, actually that's on the stupidity of the man. She can want whatever the hell she wants. That don't mean she's gonna get it. Right? I mean, if I'm walking in as halfway up the corporate ladder, I don't have no kids, and I'm 42 years old, she can say all that shit to me all she wants. I'm not marrying her. So it doesn't matter what she wants. But I think women with children who reach those higher ages, they get delusional because they can, because their biological clock has been hit, and that's okay with them. But a woman who's in their 40s with no kids, they do the Lolo Jones thing, making, and all the what's that chick's name, the rich one? She was a newscaster, whatever the hell she is. She used to talk a lot. She had her kid by sperm donor.
Ebony K. Williams.
Yeah. So their mindset is just a little bit different. They might not settle for a guy, but then they go through IVF and things like that. So I think the little psychology is going on there, and that's all I wanted to say. So I think that's where some of the delusion comes from for older women who already have kids. It could be. It's just my theory,
I agree. PC, did you want to respond to anything that you heard so far?
Miss Jenny, she made good points, but I think you said, was you the one that said we have to take what we can get?
Absolutely.
I don't feel that way.
So you think? Hold on. So I want to set the precedent here. So you think that you're able to, if you're a woman who have multiple children by multiple men, you think that you have a choice in the man that you want?
Well, my situation is, I have 2 child's fathers, but one is deceased. Kind of like Miss Jenny there. My oldest daughter, her father passed away. So then my son's father's living, and he had children, and he has multiple baby moms. And I welcomed him with open arms, and I could have had anybody else, Like you sit there and you make it seem like I don't have choices or opinions or options.
No, it just seems like you were born on Mars and you lived there for 30 years and you flew here. Because you're acting like at your age right now, you're able
my
to
kids are
just
grown
go
right
out.
now, so I'm an empty nester. So I don't have I have a 2-story home that's empty. It's just me.
Exactly.
My kids are grown and gone. So
exactly.
If it was my choice, if I was in the world and I wanted to live our previous viewer Trey, if I wanted to live his lifestyle, I could. But for me, I find that lifestyle very distasteful. And I told you that yesterday when we had a conversation.
You
Like,
find that lifestyle distasteful, but you said earlier that you have married friends and you have friends who are whores.
why do you call them that?
If they throwing
why do
their
you
pussy from the
use
free
that
throw line
word?
and everybody catching the ball, this is their horse.
But
you said you got women who are
you
sexually
didn't call, but you
liberated.
didn't call Trey that.
You said you got women that are sexually liberated on the left, and then on the
Right.
right side you got married women. That's what you said earlier.
Yes. But I don't call them whores.
So what do you define the whore?
I think that's distasteful. I think that's
I thought earlier you said words mean things, right? Earlier, that's what you said
no,
earlier, right?
No.
Right?
I said you have to give people the power of the word to mean things because words are
What
black
power
and
did the
white.
dictionary give these meanings of these words? That's what I
But,
want to know.
but
That's
the words
something
in the
we can
dictionary
agree on,
are what
right?
the words in the dictionary are what? Black and white.
Correct.
So when he says whores, it's just like, why you got it's I guess it's the way you say it. You be
Why
like,
are we
whore.
protecting this behavior? I'm curious.
I don't know.
So hold on. So if I see a monkey, instead of seeing a monkey, an orangutan, I go over there and say, that orangutan over there. You say, don't say orangutan. So then I have to go to the proper word what an orangutan is. So, I'm sorry, PC. Do you see that Pongo Pygmaeus over there in the corner?
That's better. But
see, that's crazy. It's a fucking orangutan. The word that they use scientifically for the monkey is Pongo Pygmaeus. So it'll be better to use Pongo Pygmaeus than orangutan.
I don't feel like you should call these females whores because you didn't call Trey a whore.
What should we
I
call
did.
them?
You said you asked me, do you think Trey a hoe? I said yes.
Yes, we all say yeah. I said yes.
I'm sorry. I didn't
go
hear
ahead,
that.
Jeff. You muted. You muted.
All right, sis. I don't know your friends. I don't know anything about this. So what I want to do, first off, let's establish a baseline. Of course, the Bible speaks of them, but that's the Bible I read. So I don't know where you again about how your religious beliefs are. Do you believe whores exist?
Yes, we have prostitution. Yes.
Okay, so yeah, I'll just take a yes. Okay, let's see if we argue with this definition.
Jeff, but these are corporate America women.
It don't matter.
Okay, I'm just trying to cross the street. Cars keep coming.
That whore, this whore, that whore over there.
Okay. Couple. Okay, let's see if we can agree. This is my definition of a hoe. Any woman who has purposely slept with more than one man in a family, a father and a son, two brothers. Can we agree that that's hoish?
That is below hoish.
Yeah, come on. Okay. More than two men in a particular, more than two men in a particular group.
Yeah.
The president, the vice president, and the treasurer are the same chapter of the Q's. Your boss, your supervisor, and the nigga in the mailroom. More than two members of one group. Can we agree that that's hoish?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Or more men than the same given square mile radius of her home. So let's just say she's 35. Mm-hmm. If she has had sex with more than 35 men in a 35 square mile radius of where she gets her mail, can we agree that that's hoish?
Are we saying in her 35 years?
Yes, in 35 years, in 35 square miles, you have screwed 35 men. Is that hoish or not? And I gotta think about that one, huh? Do you understand what a 35 square mile radius is?
Yeah, that's okay. From like Houston to Sugar Land.
I don't know. No, that's in 1 mile. No, that's the problem. No, not linear. A square mile radius, think in a circle. Think in a square mile radius. 6 miles this way and 5 miles that way. Or no, 7 miles this way and 5 miles that way
So
equals
you
a
talking
35 square mile
Central
radius.
Houston, Midtown, Third Ward.
So you just screwed 35 dudes and you 35?
Hey man, 35 dudes in
Maybe this is where she draws the line. Let's hear where this is where the rubber hits the road.
Yeah.
Well, for me, that's a very high body count. So yeah, I'll
Okay, so now let's get back to your friends. BMU, the women, the ladies he's discussing, do any of them fit any of those categories?
He talking to you.
I'm asking you. He called your friends whores. You didn't like it. I gave those definitions. Do any of those ladies fit those definitions?
I don't know if they body count 35, but I know they body count high. But I don't know if it's 35.
Okay. Would you are any of these ladies girls that ladies that you are any of these ladies women that you would want your brother to date or want your daughters to follow?
He has dated one. Dated one. But they mind was alike. They knew what it was from the jump.
Okay.
So it was like
let's move man. How about your son?
Filthy motherfucker.
How about your son? Are any of these ladies that you would like the women your son would, if you had one, was gonna marry to pattern themselves after?
Oh yeah. No.
Okay.
Because because these women, when I say they straightforward.
Straightforward is a straight whore. She's a whore.
No. Okay, so they don't hide the traits that you wouldn't want your son to be married to.
Right. So they gonna tell you out the door what it is. They are career driven, goal oriented. They just
career driven, goal oriented horse.
I mean, if you want to use that word,
diploma and
I would like to use ladies.
I'd like to call them ladies too. I don't know them. But if you're struggling with whether they're whores or not, that says a lot.
Exactly.
You know, we're not struggling. I don't know them.
So PC, you said they're not whores? You said they're not whores?
Huh? I don't like to use that word.
No, that's not what he had. Okay, wait a minute. Let's ask her that. Do you like to use that word?
I don't like to use that word.
Okay, so
I compare whores to
that's a lot of words. No. You just answered that question. So we know you don't like to use that word. That's not the question we're asking.
Yeah.
Ask the question again, BMU.
Do you believe they're whores?
Don't use the word.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you believe
No, not you.
Oh, okay,
you don't have to use the word to answer the question.
Yeah.
Yeah. I believe they're very promiscuous. And I said that to them. I was like,
what the fuck is that? So they're saps. They're saps. Because you said when you say whores, you think of prostitution. They're saps. You know what saps are?
Very promiscuous women?
No, saps are Salvation Army pussy. So that means they're giving it away for free. They're giving it away for free. So they're not getting anything in return. So they have a goodwill pussy.
Yeah, they're giving it out like peanuts, like peanuts at Padre Stadium. Yeah, hey, pussy, yeah.
Pussy, yeah.
Yes,
boy. I don't think they view it. I don't
want to
think
turn his ass up. Turn his ass up.
Better.
But is that how men view it? You know, like
yes.
When y'all
hey, better. No. Let me answer that for you. Here's why you can't fuck like we do, because dicks count different. Okay? Yes, let me explain it. When's the last time you had to talk a man into fucking you? When's the last time you had to wash your car, cut your hair, look like you had a job, and act like you was into a man's gender-specific shit just to get him to have sex with you? You don't. Pussy is earned. Dick is not. It is y'all's fault that the bar is so low. We didn't set the bar that low. Y'all did. You know why? Because we do what you fuck us for. We do what you fuck us for. If women came out tomorrow and said, we only fucking dudes that dress like pirates, Niggas would be sawing off one leg, getting a parrot, trading shiver me timbers. We fuck for what you say. So no, that's why you can't fuck like us. To clear it up even further, the biggest, because you don't use the word, but we like it. I like the way it rolls off my lips. Whore. The biggest whore in town. The biggest male whore, because women love throwing this around like they're saying something. The biggest male whore in town. I mean, everybody know Pretty Proto. Let's call him Proto. Not Prototype. We call him Proto. Proto done slept. Ooh. Proto to hit them all. And I'm talking dimes. I'm talking dimes. If you if you see Proto near an 8, that's his Uber driver. I mean dimes. And he done went through them all.
It's disgusting.
On Proto's wedding day, Proto standing there with a tuxedo, got his best man, it's laid out, and the music starts. Dun, 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 dun. His bride to be can go stop the music. All you bitches fucked him, but I got him. Kick it. Dun, 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 and cut it. Just like that, and get married with pride. PC, there's not a man here or a man you know that wants to be standing in his tuxedo. They start the music. She get halfway down the aisle and he goes, stop the music. All you niggas fucked her, but I got her. Kick it.
Yo, bitch, I was born at night, but not last night.
No, man. So let's be clear about that. For this and forevermore, stop comparing what you can do to what we can do. Because
what they can do, because I don't do.
Okay, well, what they can. Okay, I'm telling you that. I'm telling you
that yesterday.
I'm telling you, I'm not talking about what you have done. I'm talking about that faulty equation in your head of why is it that other women other than me can't fuck like other dudes? That's why. And I hope we're clear.
We're clear.
All righty.
Prototype. What's up, man?
What's happening, man?
What's happening, Prototype?
Prototype, listen, bro.
Right?
This conversation.
He got him married, got him fucking around and fucked the whole town.
Shit, I ain't even said nothing yet. I done did so much.
You
Man.
done did it all, man.
What's happening, man? How you doing, brother?
You know, just trying to live the dream the best way I can. You know,
that's what's up. What did you
I
come
ain't been
in?
outside.
Did you come in on, man?
She got hoe friends and she got good married friends.
Yep. So she got a mixture.
Yeah, when she said I got hoe friends and I got married friends.
So if her friends got together, they would be cosmetologist. What is it called?
Cosmetologists?
Yeah. No. The ice cream. Yeah.
Neapolitan.
Neapolitan.
Neapolitan. That's hilarious.
It's all ice cream.
That's funny.
It's all
Yeah,
ice
I
cream.
think, and she don't want to admit it that her friends
is hoes.
Yeah, her friends are hoes. They're right now. They're
So
probably
like
right
whore.
now. They're whores, ladies of the evening. Right now, they probably got dick slapping all on top of their jaws and shit. Right now.
Well, it's Friday night.
You know what?
You okay with it? You okay with? See, now it's okay to talk about how much dick they sucking, but it ain't okay to talk about virtuous women. This some bullshit.
Yeah.
No,
that is
not.
Hey, Jeff.
No.
We can't talk about how the virtue of a woman, but we can talk about them fucking on a Friday
Oh,
night.
you gotta give him that hawk too and spit on that thing.
That white girl knew what to do. You hear me?
You know what? One thing I noticed though, like hoes don't feel bad about being hoes.
No, they don't.
They only feel because they only fuck a certain echelon of tier of guy. Like so, they're hoes for like upper echelon guys, but they're not hoes and they're not fucking the lower echelon guys. So to the lower echelon guys, they can be cherished or whatever. They're not fucking with them. They don't feel bad about being hoes because they're fucking all this football team or they're fucking the frat guys.
Or the
they're fuck-
executive of a
or
company.
or
And
the
hold on,
exec.
that prototype. There's levels to this shit.
Yeah.
Those girls that you talking about are fit, fine, and fucking.
Yeah.
I ain't talking. I'm not talking. I'm talking about the girls who built like potato bags.
Yeah.
Who the niggas are fucking later.
Those are. I mean, I don't know them. They're invisible to me.
That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
But you got them big women out here, and the men. I told you, shadow chicks at night when they just get left the club, and that fat girl walking out the club, and they be like, "Damn, I need a nut though." And you go over there, and she open them legs because she been dancing all night, and it smell like skunk thighs in there. And you get in there and you hit that thing and move them out your. I don't give a damn what none of y'all say.
I don't understand guys that hit that,
prototype.
though, like,
Everybody
you gotta have a
on this
weight
panel that's a man didn't hit an ugly chick before. I don't give a goddamn what you say. Uncle Jeff, especially you, Uncle Jeff. I seen a picture of you in 87, 88 up behind a movie theater, behind a dumpster, hitting a big one. So don't do that.
Oh, that's funny. That's now you know that's my try. I did. I had an ugly girl. I'm not gonna say her name. I had a hideous girlfriend in high school. It was before but only one. Only one. After that, I got a track record.
Was she good to you, Uncle Joe?
What's that?
Was she good to you?
Was she good to me?
Yeah.
Not really.
They're supposed to be good to you.
Not
That's all
really.
they got.
That's all they got. That's what I'm saying. You gotta take what you can get.
You ain't
Not
cooking no
really.
pot pie, no none of
She
that.
wasn't a good girlfriend.
And soon, listen, no, because guess what, PC? When you got it in their mouth and you pull it out, she started chewing.
What?
And you be like, "What you chewing for?" She said, "Oh, that was a chicken from earlier in case I got hungry." You know what I'm saying? One of them.
No, I don't grade on it. No.
No,
I
yeah,
can't
one
do
of
it.
them.
Weight limit, man.
Okay, I got it. Yeah, that's out of my weight class. I don't dab around. I heard. You know what happened to me? I found out. I used to think that ass and stomach was like a combo, but it turns out if you're patient, you can get ass a la carte. I've had ass with no stomach. I can't turn around.
Yeah.
I'm married to ass
in
with
my
no stomach.
relationship.
I don't know what to tell you.
What you say, prototype? You do what?
I'm the only one with the stomach in my relationship.
But hold on, but prototype. I was trying to tell PC yesterday in the conversation we was having yesterday what men are looking for. Men are not looking for women who are built like Tennessee truck drivers. They're looking for women who are some of them who are fit, fine, or even not even so much fit. But men don't want to have to push your stomach up to get inside your pussy.
Well, skinny
That
guys.
ain't what Fly said.
Skinny guys is cool
And well, who
with,
said?
with a big guy.
But stop listening to them celebrities.
Well, no. Here's what happens. Women love taking the advice and the encouragement of niggas they don't want. They love taking the day. Well, the dude drive by a church on Sunday morning, with the exception of maybe the J Dubs. I'm gonna let y'all slide and play "Blow the Whistle" by Too Short,
Diabolical,
and
boy.
see don't the ushers go, bitch.
Yeah, what's my favorite word?
Bitch. Right on it, nigga.
Come on, Jeff, you preaching.
You can sell anything to black women if you put music behind it.
Yeah.
And this is the thing, bro. I say this all the time. The biggest problem good black women have is good black women. Because y'all don't separate yourself from these scallywags we talking about. And again, JW's excluded. Sister Jenny excluded. I absolutely, I'm so glad I'm up here with Sister Jenny. I absolutely enjoy your conversations. And it's not because you just saying shit that I want to hear. You make sense. A woman that makes sense is freaking dope. I think I do. So it's not about not wanting to speak to women. It's about the circular logic that women expect you to join that new men are not joining. Men from my generation, that babyface generation, we was the last ones. And then once you start raising your babies real good by yourself, and these boys started to really believe I ain't shit because my daddy ain't shit. And then I went and met my daddy, and I found out that it's an epidemic. This is why y'all don't have no more love music. This is why. Because these boys, these songwriters don't love their mamas. Smokey Robinson loved his mama. Stevie Wonder loved his mama. These little niggas don't. And it shows in the music they write. And the only way for sisters who really want to be with men that know they need men, you got to separate yourself from the rest of these scallywags, especially with Isaiah 4 here now. You got about 6 months before before the beast with 7 heads be outside your job, double park. We up in it. We up in it. So you can keep with that. That's why it was so imperative for me to talk to you, sister, Sister PC. All the thoughts that I think don't make sense. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm a pastor. I'm pastor of the First Church of Holy Shit. But that's another subject. When you spit out shit from a black female perspective that does not make sense, I'm gonna chop it off because sisters need to see this and they need to stop. It's a lot of stuff that need to stop.
Now, real quick, I want to show you something, Uncle Jeff. You just brought up something. This is Women Evolve. I'm about to share with you.
Okay.
Women Evolve 2025 with Sarah Jakes Roberts had a conference for 19,253 women who are all whores. And this is what they were doing. You just thought about the music. You said about the music, blow the whistle. Well, this was at her conference, at the church conference, and this is what they were doing.
Can't see.
Oh, you can't see it? Oh, hold on.
I can see it.
Hold on.
They're actually doing the boots on the ground. The whole women's. Look what the lady got on stage. She got her leather little skirt on with the thing. Look at this.
And it's a church conference?
Yes.
Allegedly.
That was not at a concert. That was at Sarah Jakes Roberts Women Evolve conference in Atlanta. You had these 20,000 or so women dancing to boots on the ground.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, there's so much. There's so much here. Number one, the celebratory routine gyration and movement has been told by black people that shit is evil forever. That is a part of how you celebrate.
Yeah.
What you're trying to do is handcuff yourself to how Europeans celebrate God.
I get it.
Okay, you feel that part?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna go that far down that road.
Yeah.
Because the main point you making is Isaiah 4, in other words, is saying God is tired of black women doing whatever the fuck they want to do. Because that's what you do. You do whatever the fuck you want to do.
Agree.
You do what you want to do.
Agree.
You don't do that's what most people think they in a marriage and you're in a partnership. Because see, in a partnership, when shit gets rough, you do what you want to do. You can sell the company. You can divest. That's what partners do. When you're being led by a particular standard, you don't have that. The man nor the woman have the latitude to do what they want to do because God has set forth a code for the both of them. So, but that code has nothing to do with the very gathering she was at. Flies in the face of 1 Corinthians 14 and 34, which says that women are supposed to be silent in church.
I talked about this yesterday. Go ahead, though. Oh, here you go. Shut your mouth.
Here I go with that whole book. Here I go with that whole book. How dare I? How dare I?
I dare you.
How dare I take a passage out of a book that is not Spider-Man? That we are all in agreement is the unequivocal, undeniable, unshakable word of God, and pull out a part where and again,
look at Miss Gina, she loving this shit.
and again, this passes my test because most black people only know about 13 verses out of the Bible because they haven't really read the whole thing.
Come on, you talking right now.
And what they like to do is use those passages against you. And something I like to ask is interesting. Could you tell me, A, what it says right before that? What it says right after that?
Mm-hmm.
And who were they talking to? You can't tell me none of that because somebody told you and you didn't read it for yourself. Well, I happen to have read 1 Corinthians 14 and 34 for myself.
Uh-huh.
and could tell you any of that if you need.
Mm-hmm.
But this was talking about the first argument you get from modern black women is that this was talking about women in specific, a specific group of women. Well, describe those women. They were unruly.
Come on, Jeff, you better fucking preach right
They
now.
wasn't listening to their men.
I'm finna, man, come on, unruly women. Yes,
They were taking
Lord
what
Jesus.
they mean by unruly. They were taking things, deeds, and rules upon themselves that were not under the covering of the God that they served or the men who served the God that they were supposed to listen to, which is where 1 Corinthians 14 and 34 comes from. So I ask any woman that takes a fucking text, what the hell? No, what the fuck are you doing? Because you certainly are not. Out of this 66, I put this in the same category as gay marriage. I'm not saying what you can't do. I'm saying that here's a God that ain't that clear about what color car you ought to drive. But according to Leviticus and Romans, he's very clear about how y'all gonna consummate this marriage afterwards and how he feels about that. But you are going to, in his face, force feed your desire to be accepted by these people to this God. Which God are you serving and how?
Come on.
And I'm not, and I ain't, and y'all already know where I am with the Bible. That's it. But yeah, go ahead.
Now I want to bring Jenny in on this one because yesterday I had a conversation with PC and I told PC on the phone, I said, the Bible says that any man who it went to this, be silent. No woman should have authority or usurp authority over a man or teach men. And I was told by PC, because she's here to defend herself, that was not in the Bible. And so I had to go and look it up and tell it to her. And then when I read it to her, she said to me, "What version of the Bible is that? That must be the man version." Did you not, PC? Did you not say that?
Those are my exact words. I did say what version of the Bible is that, but
Didn't you say it should be? Hold on, don't leave the other part out. Did you also say that must be the man version?
But what did I say after that? I say, did you read before that and after that? Because you just read that one little piece.
Uncle Jeff just undressed one of your whole friends and showed you how naked they were and horse they were, and you weren't listening. He just said to you, it doesn't matter. You can read above and below, but it's still gonna mean the same thing. That's not a justifiable thing to say. What's the first 10 verses before that? The verse says what it says. It's black and white. Women should not have authority or usurp authority over a man.
Read what your verse
well, wait a minute.
Your verse and my verse was completely different.
Right, because y'all rewrote the Bible. You rewrote it.
Hey, let's read her verse. What does your verse say?
So my verse, it does say about the, be
read it.
Okay,
hold on. I sent it to you today.
Read it.
Pull it up. It's 1 Timothy.
Get ready, Miss Jenny. Get your Bible. I know she reaching for her Bible right now.
No, it's
1 Corinthians 14.
14.
No, it's 1 Timothy 2, chapter 11. Let a woman learn in silence with full submissiveness.
Okay, go ahead.
Right?
Go ahead. Keep going.
Right.
So that's 1 Timothy 2, verse 11. But then I told you, why didn't you start at verse 8?
Read it, the whole thing. Read it. Read 11, 12. Keep going. Why you see? That's what I'm telling you. See, you keep doing the rocky road to Dublin. I'm asking you to read the scripture. Read all of them. Read them.
Read what you like. Just please read.
Yeah.
Okay. So hold on. First of all, then I urge that supplications, prayers, intercessions, and thanksgiving be made concerning all sorts of men, concerning kings and all those who are in high positions, so that we may go on leading a calm and quiet life with complete godly devotion and seriousness.
What verse is this?
Well, you say read the whole thing, so I'm reading the whole chapter 2.
And what verse are you reading? Just answer that question. What verse is
this? I just finished reading verse 2.
Okay, there you go.
Okay, go ahead.
Verse 2.
Jesus Christ.
This is fine and acceptable in sight of our Savior God, whose will is that all sorts of people should be saved and come to an accurate knowledge of truth. For there is one God and one mediator between God and men, a Christ Jesus, who gave himself a corresponding ransom for all. This is what is to be witnessed to his own due time. Verse 7, for the purpose of this witness, I was appointed a preacher and an apostle. I am telling the truth. I am not lying, a teacher of nations in the matter of faith and truth. Hold on. So, verse 8, so I desire that in every place the men carry on prayer, lifting up loyal hands without anger and debates. Likewise, the women should adorn themselves in appropriate dress with modesty and soundness of mind, not with styles of hair braiding and gold or pearls or very expensive clothing, but in the way that is proper for women professing devotion to God, namely through good works. 11, let a woman learn in silence with full submissiveness. I do not permit a woman to teach or to exercise authority over men, but she is to remain silent. For Adam was formed first, then Eve. Also, Adam was not deceived, but the woman was thoroughly deceived and became a transgressor.
You can't trust her.
However, she will be kept safe through childbearing, provided she continues in faith and love and holiness, along with soundness of mind.
Yeah.
Okay, now could you tell me, after reading all of that, after taking us all the way down that road,
correct,
how is it any different than the point that BMU was getting at?
Because
hold on, let me speak.
Yes, because yesterday when we were speaking, he was saying that he was speaking of a act that a wife should be doing, and he used this scripture, chapter 11, verse 11, to point that out.
That's not the scripture I use. I use 1 Corinthians.
No, you used.
I
how
said,
do you think I got this scripture? This
because I taught it to you, huh? Right? It took a man. Yeah, I'm leading.
Yes,
I'm
I
usurping
sent
authority
you
over you
to
right now.
Corinthians because I told you what a husband is supposed to love his wife, like Christ loved the congregation.
Okay.
I put it in our text.
Okay.
Message.
So did you see the part where it says that you're supposed to be quiet?
In submissiveness.
So how is that any different in any book?
Well, because I was trying to say yesterday when he was speaking of the act that you wanted to happen to come through the door with your wife.
Okay.
I was like, you are using that scripture for that, and I was like, that's not what
I use the scripture for.
Oh my!
No. I said it, but you're putting it in the wrong car. I said Deuteronomy 4:20 says, if any man finds indecency in his wife, give her a certificate of divorce and leave her out. 1 Corinthians, I said, go back to Corinthians. Remember I told you? I said, get in the Uber. And I told, now let me call my brother. I said, get in your Uber and drive back down to 1 Corinthians. And I said this, and 1 Corinthians said, your body does not belong to you, but to your husband. You do not have authority over your own body, but your husband has authority over your body. It says, give your husband his sexual desires unless you both agree not to do it. But as soon as after that, you go back to it, for your husband will not be tempted. I said to you yesterday, because you ain't going to repeat what I said, but I'm going to say it. I said, if a man comes in the house and he want his dick sucked by his wife, it shouldn't be no problem with his wife saying, I'm not finna give you no fellatio. I'm not about to give you no head. It is your duty to give your husband his sexual desire.
Hippity hop mob stop.
Go ahead, Uncle Jeff.
It sounds like the bone you're picking is that he picked the wrong scripture. BMU, just own it.
Yes.
This way we can get to the point. The point is, that's the thing. Own it. Own it. So that you don't have anything else.
I own it, Uncle Jeff. I own it. Let's get to the point.
Remember, BMU. Men argue generally, Miss Jenny, excuse, but you are proving this PC. Men argue generally on a drag strip. The one at the end with the most facts wins. Women argue on an oval dirt track. The one that run out of gas first loses. This is what you were doing, round and fucking round, as to whether the scripture fit the following. Your body is not yours, not your mouth, not your body except your mouth, not your body except your elbow. Your body belongs to your husband, which means, in other words, if he wants his dick sucked when he walked through the front door, yes, that's a great.
Yes, it's the same.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Oh, please.
Okay, go ahead.
Please,
That ain't no
I got
flex.
it. Thank you so much. I believe I got it. I believe you.
Go
I
ahead,
believe you believe I got
Go
it.
ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. I got it.
I am so glad you brought that up, and that's a great conversation for next. But it don't have a goddamn thing to do with what I'm talking about right now. Please understand that. What you just did.
You are speaking in a language that I can understand.
Yes.
What he was saying yesterday, he was trying to prove his point on a wife and husband intercourse issue and throwing the scripture in there. And it
absolutely. So can we? And he was dead wrong. He was dead wrong. He has no idea what he's talking about.
Yeah, I don't know nothing.
You get to shake your head.
Yeah.
You won that one.
Yeah,
Can we get in the now, right now, please?
Yeah, go.
Thank you, Jeff. Thank you.
Is that all right?
Yeah.
How much? Okay. Now, can we make sure? If you need, let's get it out of the way now.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your celebration with BMU as much as we need to, so we don't have to anymore.
Go ahead.
What celebration?
The one about him being wrong, because you keep going back to that.
Yeah.
I want to know when we're done with it.
Well, no. It's not really a celebration.
We're not done with it. Let's keep going.
It's not really a celebration. I just wanted to make my point of what I said. You can't take the scripture and make it fit what you want to make it fit.
Absolutely.
That's not what is
understood. Now that we have got that out of the way. Now that is everybody here clear on that?
Yeah.
I believe we're all clear on that. So we don't have
Ms.
to.
Jenny,
Okay, and you and I agree, PC, that you don't have to discuss that again.
Okay.
Okay, good. Now let's get here. Now let's get back to the dick sucking covered by the Bible.
What? When did we talk about ratio in the Bible?
Well, that's that. Well, we're going to talk about it right now.
Okay.
We never have. Hi, PC. I'm Uncle Jeff. Nice to meet you. Let's talk about how the Bible covers dick sucking.
Yes, come on, boy.
Can we use the word fellatio and not put that?
Oh, goddamn.
Well, yeah. If we can agree that God has less of a problem with me using the term dick sucking than he does a person who owns a brand new Range Rover and leaves their church every Sunday and don't offer that mother of three with no car a ride.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he has a problem with dick sucking. Remember, I told you, me and God have this clause where I can say what I want to say as long as I tell the fucking truth. Now, so you're going to have to deal with this just a little bit. You can go clean your ears out, deal with the Lord, hold it the boko, shy your way around it. But here's what it is.
Okay.
Under the covenant that the Bible speaks of, the man's body does not belong to the woman, and the woman's body does not belong to the man. I often submit my body to my wife in this way. Baby, it's crazy out there. I really don't want you to go out tonight. All right, baby, you're right. I'm going to go tonight. I was supposed to drive down to this place and meet my wife. That's about 2 hours from me. But I consider this business and some other things I had to do. I was going to drive tonight. My wife said, baby, don't drive tonight. My body is hers. Unless I can come up with a good reason after beseeching the Creator, I have to obey that.
Mm-hmm.
In the same token, if I want my dick sucked when I walk through the front door, I'm going to get my dick sucked when I walk through the front door. Do you know why? Because the Bible says to hold down my temptation. Do you know what that temptation is? What the enemy will send me. 15 chicks that'll suck my dick when I walk through the front door. Did you hear what I said? So you can call it fellatio. You can dress it up like you like. But it's a lot of sisters with dressed up words and ex-husbands because they won't suck their husband dick when he walked through the door as per the Lord.
Facts.
Hope I made that clear.
Yeah.
Next subject.
Hey, boy, you cooking tonight, boy.
That's why when I asked for the room, I just need the room.
Cooking.
I know where I'm going.
Yes, sir.
But as you say, that is the agreement you and your wife have.
No, that's bullshit.
I did
That's
not.
bullshit.
No,
That's bullshit.
I think I got it. I think I got it.
Can I
handle it? Can I handle it?
The
Can I handle
scripture
it?
says what it says. You
Can
can't,
I
you
handle
can't make
it?
it, oh, this couple, that couple.
No.
If I come in, my dick out, you sucking it.
No, no.
As simple as that.
Oh, brother, I think I can handle it.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So,
okay, what are you saying? Yes, ma'am. Because I didn't say nothing about me and my wife.
Yes,
I said
you did. You just said if I come through the door.
Yes,
yes. But you speaking of your wife because you said her body is yours. She told you not to say, so you saying, right?
Yes.
So that is y'all covenant, husband and wife.
Absolutely.
Right. So yesterday, okay, now I'm on to you, Dwayne. When we were talking and you made that statement about that, I told you that is the choice. That's the choice that you chose.
Okay, I don't know. I don't
For
understand.
those of you who are following along at home, if you follow this advice, please don't think that you're going to keep your
For
husband.
those of you that are
No,
Please
because
believe
I
you're not
agree
gonna
with
keep your
Mr. Jeff.
husband if you
I
break
agree
your
with Mr.
agreement.
Jeff.
I'm just saying.
I didn't agree with Dwayne.
Okay, what did he?
Yesterday.
What you didn't agree with? Say it so I can chop it up.
You said, because I asked you yesterday, you was like, that's what you wanted, right? I asked you if that is something that you and her agreed upon. You said if there is
It's not for me to agree. The agreement is when she said, I do, you become mine. We become one flesh. It says that your body, when I say I do, she says I do. My body belongs to her. Her body belongs to me. If I want my dick sucked, it's already a part of the signed certificate we signed when she said I do. I don't have to sit down and have no fucking agreement. Baby, what day you think you want to suck Papa's dick? I want it sucked on Monday when I get out of work because I feel like
Mr. Jeff,
I ain't trying to hear that shit. Suck it on Monday, Tuesday night.
They have an understanding.
I don't
That's
fuck
what
an
I was asking
understanding.
you
The
yesterday.
understanding.
No. Is there an
Fuck the
understanding?
understanding.
Yes.
Fuck the understanding. The understanding. The understanding. The understanding. No, the
why you saying? Why
this
you
is
were
listen.
saying,
Fuck the understanding because the understanding
that's
is
probably why you ain't getting what you
no. The understanding is simple. The understanding is simple. If you don't do it for me, I'm gonna let Marie at the copy machine suck my dick on lunch. It don't matter. I'm gonna get head regardless. Either you're gonna do your fucking job in the commitment, or I'm gonna get a Leslie at the copy machine to suck it on lunch. You pick the one. And then when you found out that I'm putting my dick in another bitch mouth, shut your fucking mouth because you broke the covenant by not sucking my dick.
Now it don't have to be.
I
put
rest
that
my
way.
goddamn case.
I don't know if I would put it that way, but that is the okay. Here, first off, I don't get to judge another man's freak. Okay,
I understand that.
Now, there is a dude, and I understand you may not understand this because of your walk and how you talked about your chastity, and I respect that. But whatever it is you can't get your woman to do, she will do for some other nigga in her past in a parking lot behind an abandoned Sears at 2:30 in the afternoon. That's about how you relate to your woman. If I wanted my woman to do something like this, I have to remember that this is the person I cherish. And I don't want to break the girl just to talk to the woman. I'm going to make it so that she wants to suck my dick when I come through the front door. And now once I do that, if she don't fit I've always said this. If I don't fit the bill for what a woman wants sexually, it ain't her, nigga, it's me. You can't never judge somebody for what they want sexually, ever. As long as it don't involve animals and kids, you can't say shit. So if this is what your man wants, which he should have screamed for before we get married. Oh yeah, PC, if I was dating you, and I know because of your religious beliefs, I have to be a JW too, and we can't have sex first or before we get married. You can bet your sweet ass as a JW, I'm going to find a way to ask you about sucking my dick at least 3 days a week when I get home without me having to ask.
But Uncle
if that's
Jeff,
what I want.
But Uncle Jeff, if you a real nigga, there's some real niggas on this panel. Yeah. And I know prototype for sure. If a man is marrying a woman, I don't give a fuck if you JW or not. I can be Pentecostal. Once you say I do, we Pentecostal.
Oh no, there's that.
You oh shit. Ain't gonna be no two different things. I don't give a fuck if you're a JW. We together, we're gonna be what I do. I'm the man. We're gonna
be what I am.
We're gonna you gonna follow me. It ain't gonna we're not gonna get two different meals from two different places. Oh hell no.
But
I don't give a fuck if you're a JW or not. That ends today. We are now Pentecostal.
I told you yesterday, if you didn't check the freak before you said I do, why did you choose your choice?
What you say now?
If you didn't check the freak before you made your choice, why
What you
did
mean check the
choose-
freak? No, it's not being a freak.
How do I check your freak, PC?
Right. Hold on, Jeff. I got this. I'm gonna give it back to you in a minute. If I get with a woman, she needs to understand. If you get with a woman, fellas, if you listen out there, when you get with your woman, you pick your woman. She needs to understand that she has a job to do. And that job is sexually fulfilling her husband anytime that he wants to be sexually fulfilled. Unless she's on her menstrual, or something, she got a health issue. Other than that, that ass and that pussy and the mouth need to be open. It needs to be working. And your mouth and your pussy should be like Quick Trip. It should be ready at all times. It should be ready to serve at all times. And so I don't want to hear nothing, no excuses about what you're not going to do, when you're not going to do it. We have to have an agreement. The agreement was signed already when I looked in front of you and said, I'm going to be with you, regardless of how of money. I'm going to be with you, regardless of this, and the other. And we say I do to each other. We make the agreement then, because the Bible says after we make that agreement, then you belong to me. So I don't want no excuses. When you go to your job, you don't give your boss excuses when he tell you I need that done before you leave today. You don't give your boss excuses when he tell you need to be on time, or he call you in and have a sit down with you and tell you what you need to improve on. If you're not going to do it for your boss, you definitely, if you do it for your boss, you're definitely going to do what I ask you to do.
And Dwayne,
When you
my
get your ass
question
on.
still remains. Was it discussed? Was it like
There's no discussion to be had. You keep want to discuss it. When you married me, my dick already belongs to you.
If it wasn't there before you married, why did you make that choice?
Whoa, first of all, it's gonna be there before we get married, or we're not gonna be together no way.
So
because most of you truck driving built women out here, basically when you get married, you should always appreciate the fact that you are married. The man bless you with his last name. All right. Most women right now, if you go look at the percentage of men who are in sexless marriages, probably 34% who are in sexless marriage, they was fucking like rabbits before they got married. And now 3 years in, the wife, I'm tired. I don't feel like it. My head's hurting. Oh my God. And men need to start stepping up and saying, you know what, baby, you're right. You're right. They should have a discussion. You know what, baby, your head hurting for the second night in a row, third night in a row. You absolutely right. Hey, listen, I just want you to know I'm going to get you some Advil, but on the way home, I'm going to fuck your cousin. I'm gonna fuck your cousin, the one that be looking at me at the family reunion and be want me to fuck. I'm gonna stop by her house and I'm gonna stop by the house and she gonna give me what you ain't gonna give me.
Women ain't transparent either, though. Like I hate when women asking about transparency or whatever. The man that don't lie, but y'all not transparent. Y'all never tell a man how many bodies y'all got. Y'all never tell a man how sneaky y'all are. There's so many secrets and skeletons and lies y'all go through, and y'all always mad at men for lying. Y'all the most lying ass creatures ever.
I mean, I guess for individuals in the world that might be true, but the way that we are taught, it has to be talked about. Like it has to be just like finances, where we're gonna live, where we're gonna stay. It has.
I don't know what's so funny about that. I don't understand.
Hold on, Jenny. Jenny, can we role play Jenny? So Jenny, say for instance we're married. I come home, hey Jenny, you know what, Jenny? Hey baby, I love you. I'm talking to Jenny right now. Jenny, hey baby, how was your day?
It was good. How was yours, dear?
Good. It was, oh my God, it was amazing. Hey, listen, I wanted to sit down and have a conversation with you about your cat, your pussy, and I want to see when I can insert it. Can we have a conversation about us having sex on what night? Can we schedule it, please? I just really want to talk to you about it.
That sounds really cringy.
Exactly.
No, Dwayne.
Okay.
That's not what that
exactly. About who's gonna schedule a pussy?
Okay, you're saying
it's the third.
As husband and wife. I'm saying before marriage.
No.
Here's my thing. What's really throwing me off about this whole conversation is that when we want to talk about something, we can't talk about it. But yet when you want to talk about stuff, we gotta talk about it. I just want to know, can we talk or not? Is the table open to the floor? That's what I want to know. because to me
But
it's
it
like
was only
facing-
one thing we couldn't talk about, and that was the
I
religion.
know, but my thing is this: when we want to answer a question, we'll answer it. You know what I'm saying? That type of thing. We've already agreed not to talk about whatever it is you say you want to talk about. We already came to that. But my whole thing is this: can we at least be fair about this thing?
Yeah,
You know what I'm
and
saying?
so I
That's
thought
all
that
I'm
we were
saying.
having open dialogue here.
So I want Miss Jenny to jump. Miss Jenny, what are your thoughts on the biblical verses that Uncle Jeff preached so eloquently a few minutes ago? What do you think about a woman's body belonging to her husband, and he can just have sex with his wife when he feels like he wants? What are your thoughts when it comes to that?
Why?
Yeah, I agree. Like EAE, he just asked me in the comments, do I believe in the concept that a husband can rape his wife? And I would say absolutely not. Because when people get married and they hear the preacher give these vows, I don't know if they're just daydreaming or if they're just sleepwalking, but what did y'all think to have and to hold meant exactly? It's like that's a part of it. When of course, hopefully, PC as a Jehovah's Witness, you also don't subscribe to premarital sex. And so it's like, if you're going to engage in premarital sex, then that's why you need consent, because you're doing something that is not already agreed upon. But when you're married, you agreed upon it. You said that this is how we're consenting to each other for better or worse, and for richer or poor, and for sickness and in health, and all these things that come with it. So it's not like you need to constantly rehash these things that have already been agreed upon. It's like, the stock market crashed and now we have a negative net worth, and so now I'm questioning our marriage. It's like, no, we already settled that the day we got married, because you said because you said for richer or poor. So we don't need to go and have a conversation about this now. We already had the conversation 10 years ago or whenever you got married. And so when you said I do, you said I do to a whole bunch of stuff that was more than just I'm going to be happy and run off in the sunset. It was duty, it was commitment, it was fidelity, it was all these things. So I completely stand behind the concept that your body is not your own, it's your spouse's.
Well, I wasn't disagreeing with that. And I think so. Thank you, Jenny. So you put clarity in it, because hearing your part. So y'all think that I'm saying because they're married, she has to ask permission. That's not what I'm asking, Dwayne. I said before you got married, did you not understand your choice? Did you not understand your your choice?
According to what Ms. Jenny just said, if I believe what you believe, I'm not having that conversation before marriage.
If we are engaged, we are having that conversation. If we are engaged, preparing to marry, we're having that conversation because we date with the intent to marry. So just like, are we gonna have the same bank account? What kind of house we gonna buy?
Who dates with the intent to get married?
We do. We can't. We don't.
Hey man, people get married on accident.
We don't casually date.
No.
People get married on accident. They be
JWs
together.
don't do that.
We don't.
JWs don't do that. Jehovah's Witnesses don't do that.
I don't know nothing about Jehovah's Witnesses.
We don't.
That's why I was saying a lot of this. You have to, because she is sticking to her religious tenets. A lot of this you got to blow the whistle on. Now the question is, how many black JWs know the words to blow the whistle? But that's a whole other.
What I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And I try to be very special because, like, I don't want Dwayne's platforms to get, I don't want to say banned, but like, I don't want someone to see it and then they go, what's the word when they like when they take you off of Facebook and TikTok because they start, so that's why I am
worse stuff than this.
Yeah. We talking about way worse shit.
Thank you for your concern.
But y'all have said things way worse than this.
PC, we don't give a shit over here.
Yeah, we don't.
Yes, you don't. You don't.
We didn't have the whole LGBTQ community up here. We didn't have niggas up here with green hair, purple hair, talking about shit. It's like Sesame Street compared to the shit we done did in the past 6 months. But go ahead. Shit.
It's like I don't want anyone's platform to get dismantled because of religious prejudice, and it'll be from outside people coming to report it. It won't be from your panelists. It'll be outside people coming to report. It has happened before, so that's why I talked to you earlier.
Clear.
So basically, what you're saying is, basically what you're saying is, people that are not of the world are peeking into the world to find the things that they don't like to report it and have it removed. So they full of shit. They full of shit. And and I'm telling you right now, I'm a man. I don't give a fuck. I built this bitch and I'll build another one. My thing is this: if any one of them motherfuckers got something to say, don't be a religious coward. All you gotta do is come to me. And we can talk about it. We can walk it out. We can box it out. Either way you want to do it. I can be violent and I can be holy. I'm both. But don't be no bitch ass nigga hiding behind the clouds and hide behind the religious cloth. And then you telling your followers not to be in the world, but you peeking over at my shit. Nigga, get the fuck out of here. Niggas piss me off. I come walk through the fucking door of the church.
So I don't
give a fuck.
I'll speak on
before I
even got baptized.
I'm praising a motherfucker.
Let's go to my 20s.
My elevator don't go all the way up to the top.
So, like Dwayne, if me and you would have gotten together in my 20s before
you can handle me, baby.
You don't even know that. But anyway,
you couldn't handle me at all. I would have your
before
ass.
We would have got if me and you would have linked up in my 20s, you would have known the freak. Like it would have just, you know what I'm saying? So you wouldn't have to question when we got married, like when we came home. You would have already known. You see what I'm saying? Or no? Because I see.
Yeah, because I would limit your freakiness. I have a hodar. So it depends. So if you give me real good head and I'm like, okay, she's done this before. But if you sucking it like you have no tomorrow, I say, yeah, my hodar go up a little bit more. I say, yeah, she done this to several niggas. This like football team type sucking. So that means after I bust in her mouth, I'm gonna not talk to her no more.
Really?
So it'll be routine head and just it. And when I see you at the grocery store, we go in the back.
But why? Okay. So why is that? Why is it that you can't just be happy that you found someone that matches your freak?
No, it's the same reason why women can't be happy when they man lose their job.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, see, that's
different.
Hey, we cherry picking. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Provider decide he want to provide today. You walking out the door, I guarantee you that.
You stupid, boy. You stupid. I just want to.
That's different, though, Flair. That's
the same thing. You know, he promised to provide, and you promised to divide. And when somebody don't do what they're supposed to do, they're gonna be up out of here.
I think, you know what? Hold on. But you know what? You said something about matching a freak. How about? Oh no, you said. Hold on. I'm gonna say this real quick, and then y'all can have it. You said matching a freak. You found somebody that match your freak. Well, what if you found a man that match your energy, and you come home and he asks you for some of that? Oh, and I ask you, but he tried to get some of that pussy, and you say no, and he said okay, and you sitting up in the house and you in there watching Real Housewives of Atlanta, and you hear. Bzzz. He said, "Oh shit, I ain't paid the bill because you're not fucking."
No. Here's a question: how would you feel if another woman walked up to you and be like, "Yeah, you know, your man gave me some money"?
Oh, we fight. Well, I'm not fighting her. I'm fighting.
Whoa, that's the word. That's worldly. That's worldly.
Like, oh, you
that's
know,
what I'm
man,
saying. This is
your man don't pay my light bill.
We're talking about in my 20s before.
Right, regardless, right? So, like, if another man walks up to one man and be like, "Oh yeah, you know, your girl done gave me some neck." It's the same as another woman coming up to you like, "Oh, you know your boy done got my nails done. You know, done pay my light bill."
But this is what I'm saying, y'all. So you said if I'm too freaky, you gonna hit once and go. But
So listen, right? So now at that point,
what's the middle? Like,
but listen though, at that point, once you found out your man give money to everybody, you just gonna treat him like a trick. They give money to everybody, right?
I'm probably not gonna fuck with him no more, me personally.
Right. Okay. That's the way you're making his point. That's the way you would deal with a man who gives his money to everybody. A girl who gives her thing to everybody.
Jeff, you're a great listener.
There is a man. This is you basically are agreeing with him.
Yep.
There is a man who would not deal with her at all after finding that out.
Yep.
That is the man who will not marry her.
Yep.
That is the definition of a sucker is any person or any person who respects a person or an institution more than that person or institution respects itself. I can't respect your pussy more than you do, or that makes me a sucker.
Yeah.
But Jeff, what if I just I like sex, so I like sex with you. You know what I'm saying? Like if you come home from work, baby, I'm tired. Okay, what you need? 15, 20 minutes?
No, exactly. Okay, no, let me say where the fellas have been a little disingenuous in my opinion. I believe in the lyrics to Marvin Gaye's song, I Want You the Right Way, but I want you to want me too.
Right.
I don't want no favor pussy. If you want to do me a favor, wash my fucking truck. Okay?
Come on.
I want this to be mutual. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna surprise you. God damn it. It's Wednesday. That's why I sent all them roses to your job. I didn't send them home because roses is only worth half credit at home. Roses is really worth it when the other bitches didn't get none.
Right.
So I
So
sent
you
roses
didn't-
for no reason. I mail you letters. I rub your feet. I talk to you. I compliment you.
Right.
You get goddamn out of nowhere every day because that's really how I feel. And I really want to grease the tracks to have a sensual relationship with you. And if I'm doing that and hitting the marks of manhood the best I can and hitting my knees to talk to the creator to be even better as best I can, and for whatever reason, out of spite, because I don't see things your way, to use as a weapon because you didn't get what you wanted. These are the choices that men face that we're discussing right now. We're not discussing a well-oiled machine system. And a lot of times, the brothers ain't doing the oiling, and I'll give you that. What I'm talking about is brothers who know that their married women are weaponizing their vaginas against them. And this is the frustration that you hear when you hear what BMW, what BMU is saying. I believe that's where we getting at.
Yeah.
Come on, R-Pain. I know you itching, man.
And
You
it
on
better
mute,
not be no
R-Pain.
itching from no other shit. You too old for this shit.
And why don't you tell me
R-Pain.
what is the best thing of man? What's that snippet of R-Pain?
Yeah.
Best thing in the world? Yeah.
This is perfect boy right here.
The toughest things any man has ever done is turn down a nice piece of willing, steaming ass piece of pussy.
Do is get into some nice, soft, pillowy piece of ass.
Man, I love R-Pain.
I'm just listening to y'all, man. I'm being
Yeah, you can't just listen. You guilty too, nigga. Come on in here.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
So okay, this happened to me in my early 20s.
Oh.
And
Oh.
well, because I want to know. Okay, I want to
Can't
know.
hold it to R-Pain. Say what he got to say.
This is my
guess not.
my before
We're not judging you,
found-
you know, for what you did in your 20s. We understand.
That's right.
Everybody had their 20s.
That's
We want
right.
to hear what R-Pain got to say, you know, because we don't know how much time he got left.
Right.
Come on, R-Pain.
Oh, damn. You make it sound like you're going to die.
I was like, what time? What?
Come on.
We don't want to hear your 20-year-old panty stories. What's going on with R-Pain? What are you doing?
Well, I ain't got no stories lately.
That time is past. Come on,
R-Pain.
R-Pain.
All this shit about marriage. I've been married so long, man, but the shit is still true, man. My wife, I never had no issues with her accommodation. When we said I do, we didn't have no conversations. I never had a conversation. Well, you know,
Thank you. Thank you.
No, man, that shit was all in there, man. It's it's still in. She's got to move a couple of gray hairs away, you know, once in a while.
Hey,
Yeah, that's the bottom line.
He said it was all in there.
I need to take another hit. I didn't need to see that.
You know, so I pity
gotta get that out of
that's the
here.
conversation we've been having. But like I said, I pity guys whose wives clock out on them. But you know,
I'm sorry
you
for
know,
y'all
just,
that
I'm
had
just
that
glad
problem.
that's not one of the issues I have. You know,
But you seem PC. You seem like you seem like you a armor bearer of your pussy too. So stop this bullshit.
No, I mean until I'm married, yeah, but
Even when you're married, you get mad at that nigga, you're not gonna give him
that's
no
what
ass.
that's what I wanted to ask you. So that was the thing in my 20s. I was with a guy, we were in a relationship, and he said I treat him like a piece of meat. And not too long after that, we broke up because he couldn't handle my energy.
No, I know what it was.
I love to get his phone number.
Hypersexual women. I'm gonna tell you what he didn't tell you. You ready?
I want to hear his side of the story.
Hypersexual women, they don't have good pussy. And so there's nothing worse than a woman who want to fuck all the time who don't have good pussy. And so niggas be like, damn, you treat me like a piece of meat. I'm just sitting here and you just riding. I'm like, this pussy ain't even wet enough. It's like she put a half a gallon of cotton in this motherfucker. I'm just tired. And then you sucking dick, your teeth grazing the dick. You're not going all the way down. You're not spitting on the dick. We get to a point, we just say we tired and we just break up with you. We don't want to be with you no more. So hyperactive, sexually active women, they pussy is trash.
I have a question
I've
for
never
her.
heard that before.
Prototype. Am I lying?
We not going to tell you.
Yeah, we ain't gonna tell you. What a trash.
Okay, here. You know what
up.
it is? I don't think anybody's ever explained to you like this, PC. Okay?
You be
Pussy
snatching my stuff up.
is like pizza. Okay?
Everybody love pizza.
Right. There's good pizza. There's no unless you get food poisoning. There's no bad pizza. There's good pizza and there's great pizza. Okay? A girl who you can get tired of only has good pizza. We know where we can go get great pizza. And the great pizza usually is not in the woe out ovens. It's usually in
They got that little Caesars.
Hot and ready.
$5.
Man, that
What
little
about
Caesars
I
get
mean, if we
turned,
don't-
boy.
Yeah, we gonna let it hang out. What you really after is some low mileage, no baby pussy. If you can run across that, wowzers. That's on some different shit.
Right.
Now, so we're just being bluntly honest with you because this is the way men talk to you who have your best interest at heart that ain't trying to get in your pants.
I told her that yesterday.
We're gonna talk to you the way the elders at the church won't. The brothers at the church, them deacons, they'll agree with me. They agree with a lot of the shit I got to say, but for the same reasons, I'm not a member. The only reason I'm not a member, only reasons I'm not a member of the Nation of Islam is earrings, cussing, and weed. I can't give a pork and white women. Nah, done. Whitey ain't shit. Check. Bow ties, I look good in the bow tie. But weed, I'm not giving up weed. I can't. Love the minister. Love the minister. Love what they got to say, but I can't give up.
From the hills of Tuscany comes fresh virgin olive oil pizza.
Yeah.
That's
Don't
what
nobody. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Don't nobody want no pussy you can drive a truck in and make a U-turn and not have a wreck. You know what I'm saying? Like you want to actually be in some pussy that's really good, and when she sit down on it and it do that like it burp or something, you don't want to deal with that. You don't want to deal with it.
Is like, man, everybody think they got good stuff.
They don't.
They don't have nothing to compare it to.
Yeah, nothing.
And I think that's the problem. I think that's the problem. I think
they
if
can
a
put
lot
this
of-
essential bottle in that motherfucker
Yeah.
and be like, "Ooh,
Well,
this ain't enough."
No, well, in fairness, you can take 1,000 men, and usually we don't think this way.
Mhm.
You can put 1,000 men in a room, and they know one man in here is the truth. I got the best dick in this room. The rest of us don't care. You put 1,000 women. You put 1,000 women in a room.
Boy, you cooking with good grease.
Every one of them think they got the best pussy in the room, and 999 of them are wrong. And if you could point out who had the best pussy, 999 of them would be fucking crushed. Men don't care. I don't care if I have the best dick on this panel.
You right.
Can I borrow your car or not?
Ain't nothing worse, Uncle Jeff. They throwing that ass back, talking about, yeah, and you back there like this. Because it's not good.
It's usually mutual. Usually it's mutual.
What?
Because I'd have been there. I say this on stage, okay? In the world of penises, I don't have a Ford Excursion. I don't. I do, however, have a Jeep Grand Cherokee. Fills up a compact spot real nice with no room on the sides.
Exactly.
Now, ladies, if you got underground parking, how is that my fault? You telling me drive around. Bullshit. You shouldn't have parked so many fucking cars in here. Should have kept it VIP.
Yeah, I agree. VIP.
So my point.
Why y'all be agreeing for that y'all should have VIP pussy when y'all 40 though? Why don't y'all agree that that's your VIP pussy?
PC knows she ain't got no VIP pussy. The warranty's gone on that pussy.
I don't get VIP when y'all get all. Why can't the pussy be VIP?
I'm not experienced like that. Like
it doesn't matter if you experience anything that sits in the garage too long without being driven, it starts to break down.
I'm comfortable with being in the garage.
And guess what? You sit in the garage and all your brake fluid then seeped out, the gas and seeped out. You gotta change all the hoses. Your transmission is going to slip because that's your transmission fluid
being used. That it's like no
so
fluid.
come on, y'all. So tell me to answer this question. Give me an object. I asked you this yesterday, you didn't answer. Give me an object that the older it gets, it has more value.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and I told you a pearl, and then you said
oh shit.
There are many objects.
Bring up the ghost.
What did you say? Tell me again.
Nappy head motherfucker.
I don't know.
I couldn't even see who it was.
That's Ekene.
Yes. Straight from the motherland.
You talk about now. Hold on, PC. You talk about the African men, how they taking all the American women. Ekene, he's from there.
Come on,
he's gonna tell the truth.
Ekene,
he's an Africa guy. Let's go. Ekene, say something. So you hear the accent. Go ahead.
Ekene got a blow dart in the back of that truck.
Look at that. That's authentic African right there.
How you guys doing tonight?
What's happening?
Ekene, she said y'all African niggas swooping up all the American women. Is that true?
Well, I'm married to one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you married to one, but I'm saying, is that true? Do y'all really like the American women, or did you just get lucky?
I would say that you see, we like the American women because they're black. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So Nigerians don't really discriminate when it comes to black women. So we see mostly black. I'm talking about my generation. Like my dad's the older generation, no, they don't. You see what I'm saying? That's why they're mostly married to Nigerian women. For my generation, they marry a lot of African American women because they see the culture is similar. Apart from having kids out of wedlock, every other thing else is similar in terms of the culture. So that's why African men do take a lot of African American women, or like them a lot. They do like them.
Okay, are we gonna high hurdle the elephant in the room? I love you, Ekene, but y'all are constantly defending Nigerian culture to the rest of the world. The rest of the world has y'all pegged your culture. Let me put it to you this way: I make body butter. I use the best shea butter in the world. It does not come from Nigeria. It comes from Ghana. So I was wondering if anybody else was going to deal with that elephant in the room when you brought up the similarities between Nigerian culture and black culture. I don't know if I'd have went that way. Because
Like you got to be able to pume.
Black
you
culture
can't
is a black eye right now.
you won't go that way because you literally don't know African culture because
No,
you
I
haven't
don't.
really spent.
I
Yes,
don't.
that's what I'm saying. But
You
me
do.
that know African culture are deep because I'm a traditionalist, right? And also I've lived in America for 23 years, so I can tell you. But you can't really tell me because you have no experience of African culture. But I have huge experience. I have 23 years of experience of American culture. You see what I'm saying?
I see you making my point.
So yeah, but when it comes to cocoa butter, Nigeria beats Ghana hands down, brother.
No,
Yeah,
well,
shea
if
butter,
that's
not
the
cocoa
case,
butter.
that's the case. No, if that's the case, this is what I'm telling you. Ekene, I've been using shea butter for 3 decades. I've been making body butter for 2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It is a well-known fact. I can bring it up right here. If you want me
Yeah.
to Google it, there's a
You can.
reason Ghana shea butter costs more. It is
No,
because there are reasons. I have 125 pounds of it in a storage, Ekene. I deal with this shit I have for a few years. We can let Google be the expert as to whether Ghana shea butter or Nigerian shea butter is better and why. We don't even have to go to the YouTube documentaries. We don't have to go to what I know. If you want, I can just bring it up here on Wikipedia. I am so sure or Google. I am so sure we were talking about culture and not shea butter.
I'm not going to debate that, but what I'm going to tell you is it's just like somebody saying that Ghana has better cocoa than Nigeria. You see what I'm saying? No, they don't. Because Nigeria has a lot of cocoa, but Nigeria does not export its cocoa. Because guess what? Nigeria dominated the world 40, 50 years ago when it comes to cocoa. But Nigeria decided not to export its cocoa like Ghana does because they want factories to come to Nigeria to produce the cocoa, not taking raw cocoa from Nigeria and then going to Europe to make chocolate. Nigeria doesn't want that. So that's what Ghana, until maybe 3 years ago, Ghana stopped it too. Now you can't export cocoa out of Ghana. So when it comes to shea butter, those are things that we use. Nigeria use it for vast application, from medicine to children's health issue, a whole lot of application that we use it for. You won't know those things until you travel over there. You see what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying, and I've actually traveled to Nigeria and Ghana, and what I'm telling you, and I don't know how we got down this road, and forgive me, guys. Okay, I go to wholesalers. You see this jar? I buy these jars. I buy these labels. I actually make this shit here, this body butter. I make it. It's the most natural body butter you can get. Okay, sis, I'll drop the link for you. I've been making it for years. You absolutely cannot find better shea butter, body butter than mine because I only use the best shit on purpose. I use Ghana shea butter because Nigerian shea butter is often, when it's marked as unrefined, it isn't. It's still been refined. It's sold to you for more. When you cook it, it comes out gritty. I am telling you this because I've been doing this for years. I don't have any reason to lie to you. And anybody here, and this is the last sentence I'll say about it, go to Google and see if I'm lying.
No, it says that Ghana makes the best.
Yeah, we done asked you over here, man.
So
We stay
Sean
lubricated
in the
over here.
building, man. Sean, you've been listening to the conversation. I saw you in the chat. You got anything that you want to say to PC? We really been trying to take her to school tonight and teach her a few things. And
she's a great sport.
And I know she got a notepad out and she's over there writing everything down. And she wrote down that Joseph, these people here tonight really helped me. Particularly the host of the show. That's why I brought you here. You needed some training. And we wanted to make sure that you got all the training you needed. Okay, PC?
Pointed her out, dick sucking in the Bible and everything.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Said so right
Yeah,
there.
we did you write everything down tonight, PC, that we were teaching?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely. So you're not a listener. So yeah, you're not going to be a good wife.
I'm a very good listener.
A good wife will be a good
Uncle
listener.
Jeff, I heard everything you were saying.
Like seriously, God
And
bless
you've been married for how long?
13 years. Been together 15. Oh
I'm
yeah,
gonna
and
follow
there's
your wife.
There's my body butter in the back chat. Yes.
In the back where?
I put it in the back chat. You can click right there and go and order some shea butter. It's body butter. It's very good.
She said she listened to everything that Uncle Jeff said.
Yeah, no.
Because
forget our pain and his multi-decades.
Laws, hold on, Laws.
You know
I
what I'm saying?
I'm having a moment, Laws. She said
No.
she listened to me.
But see, here's the deal, sis. How much? I want you to ask yourself, how much did I disagree with BMU, R-Pain, Lit, or Proto?
None.
You really didn't disagree. You redirected.
Okay. Well, if you, and this is the thing. However we
prototype.
However, yeah, exactly. However we get to 10, sis. Okay. They try to go. BMU tried to take you 5 times 2. You didn't want to go that way. Loss tried to take you 5 plus 5. You didn't want to go that way. You know how you like to get to 10? 1 plus 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 1. And I will count all those ones out just to empty out the butterflies and Easter grass that you were working with previously. That's
and Easter grass.
Butterflies and Easter grass.
Prototype. Hold on, Sean. Hold on, Sean. 10 seconds. Prototype. Just say one sentence. I just want to hear what you thinking over there because you about to fucking die over there. So, hey, what you got to say, Prototype? Just say one thing and we're gonna let Sean cook. Go ahead.
The fact that she just womenized it. Oh, you redirected.
Yeah. What? That's the shit that works because that shit works, Frodo. That shit works on them niggas she be dealing with. It don't work in here.
It worked in her own head, like oh yeah, I'm gonna hit him with this. In her own head, I'm gonna say he redirected. Like, yeah, that's how it's sound.
I fixed the shit just now.
I flex. I flex. Sean, what's up, man? What's up, Sean?
What up?
You muted, Sean.
No, it's a delay.
Oh, am I?
Oh, okay. No, you said delay.
What up? Man, I'm just listening right now. I was I don't know. She ain't said nothing yet that I heard that was outlandish.
Now listen, what we're not gonna do tonight. You're not gonna bring your ass in here with this goddamn cape jumping off the side of the building, Sean. Now, you know I love you. I love you.
Man, over here.
This is Barbershop. This ain't the beauty salon. Now,
yeah, come on now. Nah, listen. Okay.
Who don't got pussy at the crib?
Yeah. Now, Miss Jenny, I want you to, Miss. I want to pull Miss Jenny in here for a second. Miss Jenny, can you tell me, Miss Jenny, from your thought process, as a woman yourself, can you tell me what the ideal wife is? Like, what do you believe? And you reading the word because you're in the Bible a lot as well. What do you believe that is the ideal wife? What does that look like?
I want to say, I mean, there's a lot of things to say, but the first word that comes to my mind is loyalty. And then submissiveness, cooperation, understanding, respecting, things like that, because those words, they encompass other things along with them. So it's like, you know, if your husband says that, oh, I want you to do X, Y, and Z when I come home, then if you're a cooperative, submissive wife, then you'll do those things. Or if he says, I want the house to look this way, or I want you to do these things with the kids, then, you know, it's not like one specific thing. It's like you need to have these overarching characteristics in order to be the kind of wife that you should be. So words like that.
You know,
so I want to ask you a question that I want to just, do you consider yourself a virtuous woman?
Oh man, the Bible says to not praise yourself, but let other men praise you. So I don't know how to answer that, but
So hold on. So being around us for all these months you've been around us, Miss Jenny, and in the years you've been around us, do we praise you?
yeah.
Every man that I've ever seen talk to Miss Jenny has praised her, no matter who it is. It could be Beans with his crazy ass. It could be Beans. It could be Uncle Jeff. It could be me or Payne. It could be Coach Bird. It could be anybody. Every time I've seen her on the panel, they always stop and they always acknowledge you and tell you how great you are. It's another woman that do that too. What's her name? Not Wife School Podcast. She ain't. What's the other one that's married? The one who's come on our show all the time, Lost.
Take
She's
heed,
married.
take heed.
Take heed.
Not Take Heed. The other one, the yellow skin, real pretty, curly hair.
Security boys, right?
What's her name?
He's talking about
She married. They got like 8 kids right now.
Are you talking about Miss Didi?
No,
she yellow
you're talking
skin.
about
Didi
the
got
girl. I
kids.
know you're
She
Family
married to
Matters.
Driscoll. She married to who?
Family Matters.
Values. Yeah, same one, same thing. Y'all met Family Values before Lost?
I ain't no metal.
Woo, boy. Her and Jenny, if you put them on a show together, they gon' cook the whole kitchen up. Listen, Family Values, bro. She came on the show. We did a show with her and her husband. And she said, I obey this man. I do what this man say. Whatever vision this man tell me that he come up with, I'm going to follow him. I have no disregard. When that man enter my body, I'm not telling him to stop. If I get pregnant, oh, well. Like she one of the ones that everything her husband say, she does it by the book. Like she.
What you're looking at, and is that me with that echo?
Yeah, somebody got a bad one.
Everybody mute up. Let Jeff cook.
Okay, go ahead, cook, Jeff.
All right. Is it okay? Yeah. Somebody is working with dial-up. What Sister Jenny represents is the return of Big Mama. Big Mama coming back. But we gotta let this generation of hyenas die out. They gotta die out. They're not going to last. What's coming next is you're looking at the beginning of savages. You'll be looking at the beginning as society crumbles. You're looking at the beginning of savagery. Only the people who, and I ain't giving God no name, I ain't putting him in no category. Only the people who follow the tenets that make sense, that are righteous, that are valuable. You have to be a valuable man. That's what's going to hold this shit together. Those men cannot survive and sustain themselves with horrible ass broads. They can't. The laws of nature won't allow it anymore. If it's power lines down and I tell your ass not to go over there and you going to go over there anyway, it's going to be a bunch of Lot's wife shit you about to watch. The women you talking about are women like this sister here. In 20 years, who is she going to be? Big Mama. That's how Big Mama going to come back. You're going to have to let all these hoes and all these horrible motherfuckers, they're going to all have to get together and be dropped in the French fry grease, and they will become savages. And the rest will be like this. Hats off to you, sis. I've always said, yeah, I'll say this and I'll shut up. Sister Jenny takes a good hot shit on all of y'all's excuses. She ain't ugly. She ain't stupid. She's not inarticulate. Her spirit is not ground down. This sister has gone through some shit. Most of you sisters that talk shit about her, all y'all done did was fuck the wrong dudes. That's most of your tragedy is you then laid under the wrong cat. There are some virtuous sisters around. And I take my hat off to you, sister, PC, for you preserving yourself and keeping your shit on the shelf. I gotta respect that because it's a bunch of disease and slick niggas, and you ain't been on the track in a while. All it takes is a good dude to baby calf you one good time. You know what a baby calf is? Sister PC, do you know what a baby calf is? That's where a dude put it on you so hard when you get up and walk to the bathroom, you walk like a baby calf. You don't want that. A newborn calf, you put that newborn calf on your legs wobbling. Now you landing in your car, doing all kind of stupid shit. You don't need that. You need to go ahead and preserve yourself for the right man praying for you. There are good sisters out here.
I'll add to what Uncle Jeff said too. Cause Miss Jenny, for real, just watching Miss Jenny over the years, like we been on each other for a while. Like I just don't see her overdoing the shit. Like I don't never see her on podcasts, bitch this, fuck this. You know, no, I don't. She's a lady. Her femininity shows up.
How about that?
It shows up. And also you don't never hear her, you don't never see her with 8,000 pounds of makeup on. You don't never see her with no lace front. You don't never see her with no nothing. She's always naturally beautiful. She come to these panels and she cook on 450 degrees every time she show up. And we respect it because I remember when she used to do them shows. Remember Lost? Right? This was right before her husband passed. When she used to come over here and do them shows, and she used to cook for 2 hours. And all you saw in the chat was, Miss Jenny, you amazing. Miss Jenny, I like what you said. That's in the Bible for real? Wow. I can't believe that. Damn. And she always, like Uncle Jeff said, shitting on women's excuses. And the worst thing for you to do back in the day, Miss Jenny, you remember it was me, you, the rest of the crew, Family Values, Security Boss were all on one show together. And it was an epic moment because when I tell you them women, I mean, even when shout out to Security Boss, she moved to Africa. So we're on different time zones, so we can't do our show together like we used to. But even Security Boss said she had some friends who were whores. Okay, she could say it. She said it. She said she had some friends who were whores. Remember Lost of Translation? She said one of her friends sent her, a guy she went out with, sent her a dick pic of the guy she went out with. She said she told her husband, baby, look what my friend just sent me. And he said, why would she send you that? She said, I don't know, but we're no longer friends. She said she blocked her and never talked to her again. She said she ended a 20-year friendship in 5 minutes. She said she don't play with her husband. She don't play no stupid shit. So shout out to her too. But yeah, I just love to see when women just don't make no excuses. We are who we are. We have a goal. We have a job to do. God created us for such a job, and we should follow our men, their vision. We should be under their protection, follow their vision, be on their journey, do what they say. When they tell us to do something, we're not argumentative. We don't fuss and fight. We listen. The first pastor, and I'm gonna say, hold on. The first pastor, Uncle Jeff, the Bible says the first pastor that a woman ever gets is her husband.
That's it.
And the first learning that you should learn is from your man. And how many women out here reject the teachings of their man? And
well, we're talking about and Brother B and you, we're talking about a rebalancing of this.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we're dealing with a lot of sisters who didn't see. I'm gonna talk about our pain like he ain't here.
No, I'm here.
Our pains. I'm gonna talk about you like he ain't. Our pain.
Are you out of your fucking mind? Are you crazy?
Our pain's daughters came up seeing a husband and a wife together.
Yeah.
That counts for something.
Yeah. I don't know why she with our pain, but she did a good job. She really helped him become the man he is.
I hope. Our pain, are you all right?
Our pain was already dead.
Damn, is he stroking out?
You froze.
My camera went out, man.
It looked like you died, nigga.
Somebody already punched your clock earlier. Yeah, you done froze.
So
our pain went to the upper room.
So my camera just goes face to black.
Yeah, you froze, our pain. You froze, brother. Can I jump
in
here?
You can't hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead, our pain. You want to say something? Go ahead, our pain.
No, I'm good, man. I'm just.
Why you froze, man? You
PC,
ain't
you had your
moving
hand
at
up.
all,
PC, you want to say something real quick? Oh, okay, go ahead. Go
No,
for
I
it.
don't have nothing to say.
I'm listening
But
to
Miss
the
Gina, we love you,
conversation.
baby. I promise we do. We love you.
You know, this is a very interesting conversation. BMU, salute to your generation, man. Y'all the wildest of all of us, man. Put together,
Man, kiss my ass.
but you know, here's the thing, though. You know, because what I'm seeing and probably trying to make this transition of what we used to be and move a better way forward. It's. I don't know your age. I would say you're close to 40. That's no, the young woman. This is even the men 40.
Yeah.
And this is where women are underestimated, especially the sisters are underestimating the brothers. The younger brothers done heard y'all say that they're not nothing. They heard it in songs and they heard it from the women in the community. They heard, oh, your father ain't nothing. But nobody's telling the kids when they old enough to say, you know, me and your daddy wasn't really in a relationship. We were just having relations. I was giving him fellatio in the back of the club. We did it, but we was hooking up. We wasn't really trying to have a relationship. Let's be honest about that. Now, the problem is, and this is for the women, especially of the mature women, because a woman sort of opens up at 40. Her mind sort of develops a whole new book. They're not telling the younger women to move a little different. Nobody's saying, hey, we messed up, we was wild. Men understand that, and we'll talk about it to younger men. I tell my son, don't move like I moved when I was young and 22, taking advantage of my ugly looks. Because the mamas or the aunties or the 40-year-olds, they was wilding. They was wild. And it was easy to choose from. It was easy to decipher the true women from the loose women, because the true women, they separated themselves. They didn't dress like the ones that wanted to be out there.
Now.
Even if they used to be like that, at some point they were like, I'm not doing that no more. And they would change directions and they were separate. And the men saw that. That's why the good stepdaddy could come in and be like, hold up, Shirley got 3 kids, but them kids is under control. So let me go and bring my resources because now I can support that. And today, the women are so caught up in what they want instead of saying, listen, young daughters, listen, young sons, y'all have to move different than me and daddy. The child needs to, we see it a lot. A lot of young people only get one story. They get one side of the story. And if that baby daddy, father, man broke that woman's heart, whatever year she got her heart broke, that's the year she's stuck in. And the kids are pulled out of that whole scenario. So for me, and I'm going to shut up, men, especially younger men, they're listening to the women of their peers telling them they not nothing. They mamas used to say they daddies ain't nothing. Now the sons are seeing the girls that they look for like, man, I want to be with that, but she already yelled out that I ain't shit. Then on the other side of society, they telling us, black men, we're going to keep y'all down because we're going to keep y'all separated from the women y'all want to be with first. A brother want a sister first. And the messages that brothers are getting in real time from coast to coast, man, we can be better. Even though we know we ain't that bad. Brothers recognize, damn, especially an older brother done been through life like, man, society been hard on me and I still made it. And those younger brothers are taking a step to learn and be better. And here's the thing, a single brothers, as these brothers start getting their mind in shape and they physically body in shape, and the women that think they can play on this same 40-year-old girl, be your best, spring, jump from here to there, it's going to be hard trying to see y'all cooperate in a union as a group of people, of lonely women, because y'all outnumber us. I don't think y'all understand that. And a good brother, solid, single, with no children, 38, 35, man, you can start charging $50,000 for your son and say, I want my son. But until y'all keep it, women like you, Miss Phenomenal, the way the phenomenal. See, women are the only people that can give themselves those type of names. I can't say that I'm King Ferg. These brothers be like, you ain't no king, man, because they all have an individual king mindset. But women, y'all can give yourselves these phenomenal. If you want to, I'll say this, for your message to be phenomenal, it has to go to every young woman before you that ain't that ain't ran through the life like your friends have, the ones that's been out there clubbing, busting it down by Tyrone. You got to go to them younger women and say, listen, you can't move like us. You can't just give it away to anybody while you in your feelings. Because if you want a man that's making that 100 band, because you know, younger black folk, they like that money first instead of the skill. They want the money, which is old folk call it ass backwards. You got to present yourself as the best trophy. Because that man is gonna continue to work. He understand it. When you get to that age, you want a man to marry you, and you want 100,000. He's only looking for the best trophy. Because if you go to the other man, he gonna take the fittest of you. He ain't taking no 230, and he a 170. He ain't doing it. White men don't really do it. You gonna have to have that money, and you're gonna be submissive. And you go do all the things a brother's just saying, can I get 2 of those? I don't need all of them. Give me 2 of them. Cooperate with me. That's the word I use, cooperate. And focus on them and forget about your friends for a while. Like you say, you got to just leave them alone. Focus on building the family. When you go shopping, everybody eat. When you go get your hair done, everybody get their hair done. And I think it'll change for a better way. But as long as women keep trying to go separate, brothers go move on, ladies, and the world ain't coming at y'all like that. We want y'all first. So y'all got to figure it out, especially women. Go talk to these young girls, man. We got to change this. Cover them titties up in that ass. Don't nobody want your kids to see ass and titties. When the last time you seen your mama's ass and titties, young lady? Probably never.
What makes it so hard for us to talk to the younger generation?
No.
Social media got it.
No.
Like, so that I have a daughter that's 25. I try to preach, and I don't want to say preach.
It's not about preach to her.
But I try to guide her the best that I can. And for the life of me, mama, ain't nobody doing it. You know, she thinks I'm bougie because I like better things. And I'm like, I'm not bougie, Red, because I don't want to be asked out. I didn't raise you to go out the house in a bonnet in your pajama clothes. I didn't raise you like that. So why is it that you present yourself to the world like that? Because when her friends see me and they look at her, they like 2 totally different people.
But her friends doing the same shit.
That's the thing. I
now,
tell her all the time.
But here's the
She's a
bigger
follower.
picture, though.
She's a follower.
But here's the bigger picture, man. This is where your voice comes in grander than your daughter. Those other women need to hear your voice in that too.
I talk to them. So the thing
And
is,
you don't get.
Hey, we got 2 minutes, guys. We got 2 minutes.
Oh, 2 minutes. Go ahead, Coach Ferg. I'll have to give it to you on the next time.
Salute to you.
Very quickly, how old is your daughter?
Don't give it to me.
She's 25.
Oh, she's 25. Oh, well, what the hell are we talking about?
Yeah.
Well, let me go back.
Okay. Your daughter, I got some. Okay, I'm saying
It's too late.
Your daughter gonna have to learn her lessons hard.
Yep.
What you need to do is get your daughter around some 40-year-olds that'll be honest with her. That's what she need to be around. She need to be around some women that's been rode hard and put away wet. She ain't gonna learn it either that or I thought she was 14.
No.
25, nigga. Please.
Listen, Blame, I got 30 seconds, man. I need to say this. Women, here's the problem. The best part of y'all comes in a bag. And I think guys have caught on to that. You're going to have to put something on the inside of value for a man to see you. Because if you're honest, everybody has the same hair. Everybody has the same makeup. Everybody wears the same clothes and they wear the same purse. What sets you apart from the other women is what you put inside you and what you have to offer him. If what you have to offer him is what these other women have to offer, then what makes you special? And I think that's the problem the issue we need to start addressing. What makes you who you are? How can you add to this man? What values do you bring to him? Can he be proud of who he calls his wife? Those are some of the questions we need to start addressing and start doing that instead of worrying about whether somebody looks like this. Because to be honest, most guys are overlooking what women look like. It's all about the content of your character and not the color of your skin. And I think we've been preaching that for a long time. And I think guys have finally caught on to that. You don't get a pass just because you're black. You're going to get extra credit if you know how to act and if you know how to treat people. And that's it.